You're listening to the Pillaging Podcast, proud member of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network, companion podcast to PJ4F.com, the #1 podcast in Raider Nation. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. This episode brought to you by One Nation Fanwear. Check them out at onenationfanwear.com. It's time to pillage another podcast. I'm your host, Kenny Stapler. What are you sipping on, Che?
Oh, we swimming in the chelas. Give it a crack. Give it a crack. Oh, yeah. Let me see. I'm going to pour it out. This right here comes from Devil's Canyon.
Ooh, spooky.
Brewing Company.
That'll get you.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. It's rich and creamy.
That is a cascade of
It
goodness.
is a white stout. Okay. A white stout. Yeah. You heard me. A white stout. Okay. A white stout's brewed with oats, oat milk, monk fruit, and vanilla. Okay. This is coming in at 9% on the ABV because you knew we couldn't officially launch the season and not come correct.
Gotta be strong.
This is that Misfit 100% vegan white stout. Well, let's see, man. Let's see. It's supposed to be healthy for me, I guess.
Beer should be vegan.
There you go. Yeah, I hope so.
There's animal fat in your beer. You're too close to the barbecue.
I dropped a little piece of carne asada in there. That's all that is.
Let's see what the verdict is here. White stout. Monk fruit should sweeten it out a little bit, yeah?
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, a little bit of sweetness there. That is creamy, bro. It's like a fucking cream soda, like a cream soda beer, bro. It's like a cream beer.
It's like a creme brulee.
Like a creme brulee.
I must remind you to watch your language here in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm excited, bro. I got a lot of energy over here.
Bro, that's one strike already.
You know, No whammy.
No whammies, bro.
Hey, bro, look, but this is delicious. I had never had a beer from Devil's Canyon Brewing Company. So listen, I am very content with this beer. This is the last of the specialty beers that I ordered. And so I might have to go and reset. But now that we're coming here, I might have to make some stops at some of the former producers and providers of our chelas. Actually, in my hometown, they just opened up a new spot. I'm not going to give them free promotion. I'm going to have a conversation with them, see if they want to become official sponsors.
No freebies.
No free commercials over here, bro. Come on now.
With the beer.
It's bad enough I'm already giving the beers free promotions over here.
Bro.
Hit me up, man. We're looking for a sponsor for this segment, man. I feel like what's the name from TNT, bro? Ernie. I feel like Ernie always trying to get a sponsor for his segment.
You know, Clay Thompson sponsored by milk, like all milk, like just milk. We're sponsored by beer, just beer.
Beer.
All beer.
Just beer.
Let's set the table a little bit. Let's dive into this start of the football season. So we got a lot to talk about. First off, you can follow us and the whole crew at Pillaging Pod on Twitter. You can follow myself at Kenny Stapler, at Che_PJ4F for this big bearded sexy machine to my left. Of course, you can follow Kane at KaneMT6. You can follow Bobby Wasabi at Bobby Wasabi 4080, and you can follow the whole clan at CNPodNet on Twitter.
That's right, and it's a clan, bro. It's a clan.
It is a clan. We roll deep. You can donate to the show in the YouTube chat right now by hitting that little $sign in the chat window. We do appreciate it. Or you can go to paypal.me/PJ4F. That's PJ, the number 4F. You can donate at any time there. We do appreciate it. Even $1 helps. Every dollar helps keep this pirate ship on the water. We don't have a guest tonight, but I will tease we are going to be bringing Lucille back in the show. We miss her. She misses us. We don't have a live tailgate, but that don't mean the rum cake can't keep flowing. Am I right?
That's right, man. Yeah. And that doesn't mean she can't still rock that Lucille wig, bro. Doesn't she's going to be rocking that wig. Hardcore.
That's a wig?
Hey, man. It's a power suit, actually.
It's a wig until she puts it on.
And then it's personality.
There it is. There it is. For merchandise, of course, you go to onenationfanwear.com. They got the swaggiest of the swaggy gear. I wish I had a photo to throw up on the screen right now, but I don't. But we do have a new shirt on there. We have a pillaging tee in the champion font. It looks like champion gear, but it says pillaging.
Dope. That's dope.
So
That's dope.
if you're a big fan of champion like myself, hey, you need to cop that. It's black pillaging on a heather gray tee. Really nice. Your sweat stains are going to complement it well. Very well, especially during Raider games. Tonight's show, big show. We got quick hits for you. All the Raider news from the week. Of course, Raiders get a rare week in a week one road win. The last time Gruden won on the road was like 2006 or something in week one.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Something like that. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
2000.
That's crazy, man.
It was 1973. Sicily, 1947. We'll talk about Marcel Reece returning to the silver and black, and Raiders opening up next week to an empty Allegiant Stadium on Monday Night Football against the high octane New Orleans Saints, which put Tom Brady in his place today. We'll have a week one post game breakdown, your phone calls, and more. I will be opening the phone line during the show, because y'all need to talk about it. We do actually have a lot of call-ins, too. So if you called in and left a message and you'd rather just call in and talk to us live, feel free to call us back, 408-909-PJFF. Let's get through these quick hits first, and then we'll open those up.
Oh, yeah.
So hold on one second. Because I'm all out.
Hey, and shout out Raider TJ, bro.
Yeah.
Raider TJ for that donation. Hey, we appreciate every little bit. It all counts, man.
And Raider TJ says 100.
100.
You're damn right, Raider TJ. 100 all day.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Quick hits. You ready?
Yeah, boy.
Hit it. 0 sacks on Derek Carr for the day. Derek Carr remained clean. No sacks, no hits. And that's your quick hit on Derek Carr. More on that in the next segment. All right, let's hit it again. McCaffrey antivirus contained, but not shut down.
No.
You know what? That'll do for now.
Yeah.
That'll do for now. Oh, Silky Slim chimes in. By the way, I didn't even reset this. So this one's for you, Raider TJ.
Hey.
Appreciate you. Devil Horns up in the mix. Silky Slim for the donation. Thank you. He says, "Hey fellas, salud and hope all is well."
Hey.
Salute to you too.
Same to you, brother. Same to you. We hope all is well with you. Hey, man, Silky Slim is always posting the dope chelas on Twitter, man. And he makes me jealous because clearly he's next to some really dope breweries, man.
Is that right?
He's close by. He's always posting some dope chelas that I haven't had yet, and he's always saying like, "You got to try this one." So I appreciate the recommendations, dog. I keep my eyes out for everyone that I see you post, man.
Facts. And also shout out to Raider TJ. He says, "You guys are the best." Nah, we're not the best. Y'all the best. Yeah. If y'all weren't here, we wouldn't be here either.
That's right.
So you know what I'm saying. You like us because we sound like you, and we're all in this together. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Another quick hit, really quick. Let's go. 3 touchdowns from Josh Jacobs. Did you want more? Did you want less?
Give me some more.
Give me some more. Give me some more. Another quick hit for you, real quick. Come on.
Yep.
Henry Ruggs flashes, but doesn't dominate and gets nicked in the win. But we'll take a flash week one, right?
Hey, man, to me, that's a good start for a rookie wide receiver with all the pressure in the world to be the number one receiver on our team, right? So he got a little nicked up, and I could understand why after that he wasn't producing the same way.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Keep him safe. He got back on the field. That's enough for me. That's showing me that he wants to be out there.
Yep.
Let's not go get him, further injured, and then we lose him for the season. We've already had to deal with rookies getting lost for the season. We did that with Abrams last season, bro. Okay, so we don't have to do that.
Speaking of Abram,
not Abrams. I put that S on there too.
You did. Hey,
yeah, that's how long it's been.
That's how white stout, bro. Already talking.
That's how long we've been gone from the studio, bro.
Speaking of Abram, he got a quick hit too today. So let's give him that.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Abram can still lay the wood.
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all see that?
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Abram versus McCaffrey.
So smack.
Smack City, y'all.
Yeah.
Smack City, y'all.
Oh, man. He came with it, man. I was waiting for it, too. I was anxious for it. I was like, wait, when you going to give me one? When you going to give me one, son? And sure enough,
he gave us one.
It was nice.
He had that nice hit on Bridgewater, too. Nice little shoulder hit.
Teddy Bridgewater, baby.
Teddy Bridgewater, baby. The pleasure is all yours. That is such an old callback, that Teddy Bridgewater voice. If you guys are new to the show, you probably don't get it, but I'm not going to reset it. You ask around. Ask around. So, why do they say it like that? Well, ask around. I might get kicked off of YouTube if I explain that.
Yeah.
A couple more here. Nelson Aguilar can catch the ball. Imagine that. Imagine that. Nelson Aguilar reeling in an over-the-shoulder touchdown catch from Derek Carr in stride. That's two guys bucking criticism right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Derek Carr.
You know what? I'll say this because I don't know if you caught the interview after the game, and they asked Derek Carr about that play and that catch by Nelson Aguilar, and then he was like, you know what, man, I really like having this dude on our team. Very politely complimenting his teammates, and he said that Nelson basically said, if you're coming my way, just throw it in the end zone and I'll get it. And he said, okay, I could do that. And he did that.
Yeah, and
they did that. Okay, so hey, I'm gonna give you guys the applause for handling your biz. Hey, that's what I want to see. We want to see you throwing into the end zone, Derek Carr. Yeah. We want to see touchdowns, son. Okay, so I appreciate you saying, all right, I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna give you that chance, Nelson Aguilar. And Nelson, you came down with it. I like that.
Touchdown!
I like that.
Raiders!
I don't know how that makes you feel, that drop, but I just played it anyway. So we got two more hits.
Can we get somebody else to say that, man? Maybe we should start a contest.
You know what? We need to get Malcolm to say that. Oh, that's what we need to get. I'm gonna call him. I got his number.
He's got an IG, bro.
Huh?
He's got an IG.
He does.
Malcolm the Wild Man. Go find Malcolm, bro. He's on there. He's in there showing up to wrestling events with David Arquette, bro.
I got his number. You tell me why there's 12 digits in his phone number.
Because he took some from people, bro. This is what he does. So I'm going to take some.
Bro, you got to work hard to call him. You got to put in extra effort to call him, bro. Hey, let's hit him with another one, man, because we sealed the deal today. But you know who sealed the deal for us? Cleveland Farrell. That's right. Another man who's been catching a lot of undue criticism seals the deal with the final stop of the game.
That goal line.
That's it. Big Clee, hats off to you, dog.
Hey.
Because we've been riding with you, dog. You know what I'm
We
saying?
salute you, brother.
Yeah.
We salute you. Hey, man, listen. We didn't see the amount of pressure that I wanted to see this game, but you're absolutely right. The guys came up and they made big plays. They made big stops. They definitely kept things in front of them and put a lot of pressure on the running game, man. The running game wasn't, we all know what McCaffrey brings, bro. He's a Swiss Army knife. He's that guy that you give the ball to, like, for the majority of your game. Okay, he gets like basically every look and every run, and I think overall they held their own. They held their own against this guy who we know could have hurt us a lot worse than he did today.
Yeah. Yep.
So shout out to you, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
And some of this conversation seems a little surface level. We just starting the show. This is quick hits, man. We're about to dive.
It's called quick hits.
We're about to dive.
It's called quick hits. We're not trying to get into the meat of it just yet.
Even though last week's quick hits was 2 hours long. 2 hours long. We got one more hit for you. So let's hit him one last time. Marcel Reece returning to the Silver and Black.
Hey,
as senior advisor to the owner and president. Hey, someone's got to roll them cabbies, bro. Someone's got to roll them blunts, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
Senior advisor.
Will he be advising on his haircut?
I hope so, man. Because we're about to see Mark with a nice fade in a couple weeks, right? Hit him with that Caesar cut, real nice, dude.
He's like, Mark, if you're gonna come with the short bangs, bruh, let's comb it all forward, take off the sides.
Ooh,
okay,
yeah.
Maybe we'll put a little wave in there. Maybe we'll put a little wave up in there.
Watch out with the do-rag check.
Now.
Do-rag check. Wave check.
Gonna put some activator in it. Give it a little wave.
Give it that ramen curl. That
little ramen curl. And now all of a sudden, you the ladies' man. Son.
That's it, Mark. That's all you need. Hey, raise your hand if you want to see Mark with a Caesar cut.
Yeah. Or raise two.
Like Mark Davis in the booth. Yo. Mr. Reece had a comment. He says, I am honored to take on this new challenge with the Raiders organization and look forward to bringing a different perspective to the table. We have the opportunity for a fresh start in a new city, and this is the right time for new creative ways of thinking. I have seen the commitment by management to evolve the culture and take the club in new directions. I'm extremely excited to be a part of that evolution. I am committed to bringing the same passion and excellence off the field that I had on the field in my 8 seasons with this organization. Hey, we're joking over here. We're making a lot of jokes, but we love Marcel Reece. We love Mark Davis, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, listen, all the criticisms that Mark Davis has taken, we are in a much better place than we were, y'all. There's no way that you can't admit that, okay? As much as it may pain you, as much as you hate that the Raiders may not be in California anymore, in the Bay, all those things aside, really look at where this franchise is and where it's going. And you got to take your hat off to the man, okay? You got to take your hat off to the man. And yes, we can make jokes, we could tease him and all that good stuff. But you know what? He takes all that shit in stride.
Yeah,
he takes all of that in stride.
Yeah,
he's still got them stonewashed jeans, and he's still laughing because he's got the last laugh, y'all. He's winning right now.
Yeah,
he's winning right now, and his team is too. So hey, thank you, Mark Davis.
Kudos.
Thank you.
Next up is Rock Cartwright. When you coming back, dog?
Oh,
yeah. Hey, Rock Cartwright was the captain, bro.
Cartwright.
Yeah, Rock Cartwright.
Cartwright. Remember that Seinfeld episode, bro?
I do. Hey, it's that time.
Hey,
fact.
It's time for Silver and Black Facts, brought to you by us.
You know, looking for a sponsor for that segment too.
We get Raider Ramble on here, you know.
Hey,
we'll give them a shout out. Silver and Black Facts, sponsored tonight by the raiderramble.com, unofficially, but we're fam, so we got a lot of ramblers that come on the show. We appreciate them.
Yeah, we do.
So let's go through these facts, man. Just some stats. We got a long
kick them stats.
Kick them off. All right, Derek Carr, 22 of 30 for 239 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, 0 hits, 0 sacks. Not a game breaker stat line, but nice and tidy, no mistakes. Managed the game really well, nice and clean.
Absolutely.
9 different receivers today for the Raiders. 9. 9.
That's good, man. Hey, listen, we already know that last season it was all about Waller and Jacobs. That was pretty much it, man. I mean, you had Tyrell early on in the season, right? But then we lost him, and then he wasn't the same after that. You had Hunter Renfrow come on late in the season. For the majority of the seasons, the 2 people you could count on, Jacobs and Waller.
That's it.
Okay? And if you start seeing all these other names up in the mix, the ball getting spread around, that's good news. I was a little disappointed because I wanted to see Bryan Edwards get a little bit more attention. But he's a rookie, and you know what? I didn't see him hanging his head. He was out there blocking. Okay,
dude,
you see him downfield blocking, putting them man boobs. Okay, all up on him. Okay, so listen, everyone's just filling their role. Okay, and I think this team is going to start to gel better. The offense is going to get better. We hope, right? That's our expectation, that this offense is going to get better as time goes on. And, we hope that Ruggs' injury is nothing that lingers. It goes away. He's able to come back and perform like he did in that first half, because he looked like a number 1 to me. They were using him all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, all over the place. Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing, man. 9 different receivers for today. I didn't much like them going to the old man on the goal line there.
I didn't
really like that. And he was a little upset, too. And I was like, well, why didn't you get up into the end zone, bro? It was like 2 yards further.
Yeah.
Instead of taking that out like 2 yards short of the end zone.
Well, he's been watching a lot of film.
I know.
So he knows the tendencies, bro.
Yeah.
He knows the tendencies, bro.
Yeah, he should know the tendencies of the reaction of his ligaments, because you didn't get there, bro. And that's all I got to say.
I've been watching film. I'm supposed to take this to the pylon and fumble it out the back of the end zone, right?
That's how we do things here, huh? No, listen. Overall, I was very, very pleased. Like you said, a very well-managed game by Derek Carr. And that's what it was. It was a managed game. And you know what? When you have Josh Jacobs going off the way that he was, that's all you really need to do as a quarterback.
That's it.
Okay, just don't F things up, bro. Okay, just don't F it up. Don't try to make things happen that ain't there. He did his job, and Josh Jacobs was the star of this game. And that's what I expect for the majority of the season. Okay, Josh Jacobs is a star, y'all. Okay, let's realize that.
He's a shining star.
You a shining star, no matter who you are.
Speaking of Josh Jacobs and 9 receivers, Josh Jacobs, as promised, gets involved in the passing game, nabbing 4 catches for 46 yards.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a fact. Furthermore, Josh Jacobs, 25 rushes for 93 yards and count them 3 touchdowns like we told you. Let's put that up against McCaffrey, who had 23 rushes for 96 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I think around 38 receiving yards. So, like we said, in our keys to the game, you're going to have to try to contain McCaffrey. I said it. I said he's going to get his 100 yards. If you can keep him from getting that 150, where that 50 yards comes off of one rip in the second half that blows out the game, that did not happen.
Nope.
So key to the game accomplished.
Well, you know what? Big plays in general were they did not happen. Okay, in terms of Carolina's offense, there was no big games, no big gains, no big plays in general. Right? Everything was kind of kept in front. I mean, you look at Teddy Bridgewater's stats, and I don't think we have them on there because they were that insignificant. Right? There wasn't a whole lot to his game. I want to say he had like 200 something yards, maybe.
Very close to Carr, 22 of 34, 270 yards, 1 touchdown.
1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. So it was a very managed game as well, right? A very managed game as well. He wasn't really. I think what the Raiders defense did is force him to make more of the plays and say, Bridgewater, you got to beat us in order to win this game.
Yeah,
and that's the game plan, bro. That's the game plan you're supposed to roll in with, is make Bridgewater beat you. Don't let McCaffrey beat you because he's their everything. He's their everything. You're all I need to get by. McCaffrey, bro. That's what he is, bro. That's all they need.
I never ever give the pussy away and keep it tight. All right.
Shout out Method Man.
Shout out to Method Man. Robbie Anderson. So Robbie Anderson was the main standout. Now we didn't mention Bridgewater did have 26 yards rushing on 4 carries. The majority of that coming on 1 rush. That was probably the one giant play of the game. And McCaffrey had 1 nice run during the game. But other than that, everything was pretty moderate. Everything was from 5 yards and in. So we really kind of contained the chunk yards. But Robbie Anderson, however, put up 115 yards in this tilt. Who had the coverage on Anderson today? Did you happen to catch that? I know they were moving it around out there.
That play, I mean, I don't remember that play that he broke off.
Yeah.
It looked like
115 yards, 75 on 1 catch, right?
Yeah, that was. I mean, the big bomb that he took to the house. That was the majority of his yards. Other than that, he was contained. Okay, so I mean, but that's typical of what we've seen in the past. The Raiders contain a receiver, nothing really happens, and then one big play happens, and then all of a sudden they look like they dominated us, right? So, it's lucky for us that didn't really affect the outcome of the game in terms of what happened.
And that was that double move on Arnett.
There you go.
He kind of gets in the soft spot between Damon and Harris, and then Harris whiffs, and the rest is history. But
it was a bad angle. It was a bad angle by Harris, man. And you know what?
It's too early.
I know that a lot of us we're excited to see Harris out there because he's one of those Gruden grinders, bro. Okay, he's a Gruden grinder. He's a dude that comes from the CFL. He's one of those dudes that's he's just working his way, just buying his time, just give me a chance, coach. Right? That's who Harris is, and we like those guys on this team. They become our favorites, right? They become fan favorites for a reason because they make us feel like we can get out there. Yeah. But listen, that was a bad angle. Was a bad angle, and you know what, Harris, we love you. That shit can't happen, son. You gotta make sure that you come in at the right angle first and foremost, and you need to make that tackle. If you ain't aiming for the middle of that guy's chest, then I don't know what's going on.
And those are two things that we expect out of Harris, right? Because, like you said, he don't jump off the film, but it's the small things that he does right.
Yeah.
And we've seen Harris take better angles and better hits before. We like him. He's been burnt in the past over the top, but generally anything right in front of him, he's going to gobble up. So,
and he was behind that play. Like it wasn't behind him. It's not like Robbie Anderson got past him. He was in front of that play. He just took a bad angle and overshot the run. You know, so he went by and Robbie Anderson scores. So hey, make that correction, man. Make the correction, and we know you're going to make a big play. You're gonna redeem yourself. We know that, Eric Harris. You're going to come up with a big pick in the game, and we're going to be happy, and everyone's going to love you just the same, son.
And if you could do that next week against the Saints, we're going to love you even that much more.
Yeah, please do that next week against the Saints.
You know who did keep the game in front of him was Jonathan Abram, leading the team with 13 total tackles, including 1 tackle for a loss.
I got to go check my fantasy football team, see if anybody else has him on the squad, man.
Facts.
That's
a big fact. 13 tackles.
13 tackles.
Now, generally, you don't want to see your safety leading the team in tackles, but Abram was down in the dirt, man. He was in the shit all game. Him, and before we lost him, Kwiatkowski, he was around the ball all day before we lost him there in the second half. So big shout out to Abram and to Big Nick.
And I hope that he gets well, man. I hope it's not something that is keeps him out for too long, because he was playing, like you said, you called it out early. You're like, he's all over. He's everywhere. He's all over the ball.
Yeah.
So Kwiatkowski, man, we saw the reasons why you were brought over to this team. Yeah. We saw why you were brought over.
He brings that Big Nick energy, bro.
There you go, Big Nick.
That Big Nick energy, bro.
Big Nick energy.
Since we can't pronounce his last name, BNE we'll have to do right now. And the Raiders actually with 7 players logging 5 or more tackles for the day. 7 with 5 or more. So the tackling was spread out. Abram was just like, let me go ahead and just get 13 though. Let me just get twice as much as everybody else.
Hey, if you're gonna come down into that box, bro, I expect you to make some tackles. Bro.
So now we double back around to this pass rush, which Che alluded at the front of the show. Everyone's juiced up for this defensive line. I feel like this defensive line has got better last year, and we feel really solid and deep and set in 2020. But yet we get 1 sack in the game. I think Bridgewater, Mohurst, and Nassib split the sack.
And I'm going to speak for our boy Bobby Wasabi. Mo hurts, bro.
Mo hurts. That's it. Yeah, Bobby, shout out, man.
Yeah.
Really quick, Raider Rich. Hey.
Pillaging.
He says, "What's up, fellas? Good to see you back in the nest. It feels good to be back in the nest." Well, I've been in the nest.
You never left the nest, bro. You live in the nest, but it feels good for me to be back in the nest. It feels real good.
I spend on average about 46 hours a week up here because I'm doing all my teaching from here too, and I'm okay with that. But Hurts,
home right here.
Yeah, it is. Hurts and Nassib, they split the sack, and they also combined to tally 3 QB hits in the game. The only 3 QB hits in the game go to both of those boys. So big shout out. So now we talked about the lack of a pass rush and why that may have happened. We need to talk about that. I have my theory, which I kind of just been bouncing around in my head. This is kind of a reach.
Yeah.
But I'm watching the edge, and I'm seeing not a lot of tenacity there, but a lot of caution, a lot of arm distancing, a lot of boxing out. I'm almost feeling like they were told to set the edge, don't let Bridgewater escape, and watch the little bloop out the backfield to McCaffrey. Like, don't get over your skis. We'll get him from the interior. Let Mo do the job. Let Nassib get in there. But Max, Key, the edge, just stay out there and keep it contained.
Yeah.
And that's just like a theory I have. But at the same time, it's concerning because we're ready to see these guys pin their ears back and go full NASCAR.
No, absolutely. You come off of a season where you had Max Crosby, get 10.5 sacks, and then you have Cleveland Farrell putting on weight and strength. You got Mo Hurst improving. You bring over Malik, and then you hear good things about King. You're like, you know what? And Nassib comes over. You feel like, okay, we should see some pressure. We should see some sacks. We should see production. But that's a great point, man, because, I came in I was feeling a little down about the pressure. I didn't feel good about what I saw on the field. I was like, we didn't get enough pressure on Bridgewater. We let him get out of the pocket a few times.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. I didn't like what I saw in terms of the game. But you reel it back and you start playing the thinking man's game. And what you bring up is important because you have McCaffrey, who, like we said, is their everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you over pursue to the quarterback, that's when those little dump offs really hurt you, man, because you got your DBs, your linebackers out in coverage or whatever. They're a little bit deep, and you give them some space, and there's no lineman there to cut that space. Then all of a sudden you're in trouble. So I definitely, once you mentioned that, it started to make a little bit more sense. Okay. That being said, next week we're going to face a similar attack with a lot more weapons. Okay, we got a lot more receiving weapons. Okay, you got Emmanuel Sanders, and you got what's their main guy? Their main receiver,
Michael
Thomas.
Yeah.
So Michael Thomas over there, and then of course Alvin Kamara, who just got paid. He just got paid. So he's going to do some things. He's got to do some things to earn that money, right? And they got Breezy, bro. Drew Breezy, even though he was contemplating retirement apparently over the offseason, so much so that the New Orleans Saints were intrigued about Tom Brady as well.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we heard. There's something broke this morning or yesterday about them being interested in bringing Tom Brady in because they weren't sure if Drew Brees was coming back. But he is back. And Tom Brady's in Tampa Bay taking losses.
Taking that big L.
Taking that L, son. You take that L. Meanwhile, Belichick is over there playing some boring-ass fucking football with Cam Newton, and they won.
You see they got into it after the game? There was a scrum on the field.
Was there?
Yeah, there was a little mix-up.
Who was talking shit? Somebody was talking shit.
They were trying to snatch Cam's chain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was Akeem playing?
I don't know, dog.
The chain snatcher was over there, bro. Did he play on the opposition, bro? Shit. Akeem to leave trying to snatch everyone's chains.
You're trying to be 2 chains, bro.
Hey, he's trying to be 5 chains, bro. Like, fuck. Hey, listen.
5-time chain snatcher worldwide.
The greatest chain snatcher of all time. That's his legacy right there.
That's a new stat they're tracking, I heard, on PFF.
Shout out, Michael Crabtree.
Shout out, bro.
I really wish he would have punched that motherfucker in his face, son. I really did. I was like, you know what, Michael Crabtree, if you're going to go for it, just go for it. Don't just swing.
Yeah.
Don't just swing, man. Actually connect. And he tried, but Akeem still had his helmet on. But anyways, I digress. We get back to this. Look, I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
Bro,
how did we get off?
We're talking about getting after Drew Brees next week.
Drew Brees, that's right. That's where we got off. Okay, so Drew Brees, we already know what he can do, man. Yeah. He's the all-time leading passer for a reason, okay? So Tom Brady and him last season, I think they were tied for yards, or they were like 1 and 2 yards and touchdowns, right? So the guy's going to score. So we got to do our best to contain Drew Brees. He's getting up in age. So he's not doing things the way that he used to. He's not as limber and as, I feel like the last few seasons, I've had Drew Brees a couple seasons in my fantasy, and I'm always going like, what the fuck, Drew Brees is like, he's supposed to be good, son. Where's the touchdowns? But Alvin Kamara is a weapon. Thomas is a weapon. They got Emmanuel Sanders over there. He didn't do a whole lot while he was with the Niners. He did some here and there. He missed a touchdown because it was overthrown by Jimmy Garoppolo. Shout out to you guys, Niners.
Big time.
That could have changed the game for you, but you lost the Super Bowl.
The way to solidify the L today, boys.
And then he very rapidly and very quickly made his way over to the New Orleans Saints. So, listen, we got to contain these guys. Okay, lace them and be physical, man. That's the game plan as far as I'm concerned. Be physical.
Yeah.
This is a finesse team. You look when I think the New Orleans Saints, this is a finesse team.
Timing, speed,
agility. We gotta hit these motherfuckers in the mouth. Let them remember us. Okay, yeah. Abram, get up in their face, bro.
Missile
right in Kamara's face. Hit him.
And walk over him when he's down. I want to see. Put your nuts in his face mask, bro. You know,
you hit him, and as he's fucking falling, you just continue to walk on top of him.
Just put that onion bag right in his face mask. No?
Oh man, I told my boy earlier today. I was like, "Hey man, how's your team doing?" He's a Cowboys fan. So how's your team? How you feeling about your team? Is it going to be good? Is Amari Cooper going to produce this year, or is he going to have fucking balls bouncing off his face like a low budget porn star? Is he
Chase over here gaslighting his friends?
Hey man, you know
what kind of question is that? Is Amari Cooper going to produce this year? That's a question designed to piss off a Cowboys fan, dude.
Exactly. He's in my fantasy league, bro. I got to do something to throw him off his game. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Facts. Let's reset. Let's reset. 4 pass deflections for the Raiders defense today.
Hey.
That came from Arnett, that came from Mullen, and that came from Corey Littleton. And I think there was actually one more in there.
Well, you know what?
Possibly.
Morrow almost had one too, and that shit went right through his fingers, and they actually caught that. But there was almost another one right there.
And LaMarcus Joyner. LaMarcus Joyner, who had maybe one mistake on the day that was glaring. Other than that, it was quiet. I mean, DJ Moore, they had him kind of locked up.
Much more improved.
We're liking LaMarcus Joyner in that slot position.
Yep.
Let's see how it pans out next week, though. It's going to be a big day for LaMarcus Joyner next week. So, 4 pass deflections. And then Daniel Carlson, 2 for 2 on the day with the 54-yarder. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I got to relax a little bit. Coral, get in the house, Coral. And my favorite stat of the day, the biggest improvement over where we left off last year, 75% in the red zone. Hey, and if they counted 54 yards in red zone, that would be a little bit higher. So, what we talked about last year with all the criticism and stuff we had of the offense and Derek Carr, what it really came down to is, Carr's stat lines were clean last year. Everything looked pretty good. It was just a matter of not punching it in when we're in the red zone. So I think the biggest difference on the day was doing that. When's the last time we put up 34 points in a week 1 roadie? When's the last time we put up 34 points on the road, period? It probably wasn't even that long ago, but I'm still asking that rhetorical question.
No, I mean, let's really think, bro, because we had some very bad road games last season. Okay, so I don't know that it was that recent.
It definitely wasn't in New York. I was there. I can verify that. Confirmed.
It wasn't in fucking KC either, bro.
It was about 34 degrees. But that scoreboard, I think it said like 10, something like that. So those are our silver and black facts for the week.
That's right.
Some facts that we missed. Deal with it. Okay. It's time for a little injury update. You know what I mean? Do we have any injuries on the day? Yes, we do. And I'm over here scrounging.
It's the first day back in the studio in 7 months, yo. Okay.
It is the first day back.
Cut your boy some slack. I'm looking
for that heartbeat, bro.
Heartbeat. There you go.
Injury update. There it is. Found it. Trent Brown out early in the first quarter, getting that deep calf tissue massage. Trainer was all up in the crease, working it out. He had that thing that your girlfriend takes in the shower. Yeah, it's just a massage wand. He was out early in the first quarter with an apparent hamstring issue, is what I'm guessing. Does that look like a hammy?
Hey,
we're past 15 minutes, right?
Yeah. Hey, man, right. Cut loose, son.
Let's cut it loose. And when I say I'm not talking to Che.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not talking to Che. We're swinging bats up in the crow's nest. Looked like possibly a hamstring issue. I don't know if that's for sure, but I'm just guessing about whereabouts the work was being done. But it was the back of his calf. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. Hopefully maybe it was tightened up or a cramp. Then again, it's probably more serious than that. It kept him out the entire game. But filling in was Sam Young, who was doing a solid job there for a while. And then Sam goes down. Enter Denzel Good at the tackle position. doing really well, filling in for both of the injured tackles.
Hey, man, listen. Derek Carr made a comment about that as well. Okay, and so we were very, very disappointed at the fact that Sharp was traded away, and your boy Brandon Parker was retained for this very exact reason, right? We're like, this is not good for us, okay? You're keeping the lesser of the backup tackles, and if your boy Trent Brown gets injured, and lo and behold, he gets injured and he's out the whole game after one series, didn't even start the game, we were looking at Brandon Parker being the backup. I was really concerned about that, and then all of a sudden I see big old 71 out there. I'm like, who the hell's 71? Oh, that's good. Why is good? Wait, wasn't good playing inside? Isn't he playing guard? And so Derek Carr actually commented. He's like, "You go ahead and ask the coaching staff about how many snaps Denzel Good is taking at right tackle, because I don't know. I don't know that there's been any." So he was very content with the way that Denzel Good came in and filled in. And the way that the offensive line overall played. He said, you know what? These guys are well coached. They're ready to go. So I'm very confident in these guys. They're the best in the world. That's what you should be saying, Derek Carr. They kept your ass clean. And he was talking about his wife making him fucking cinnamon rolls. Yeah, she better make fucking a lot of cinnamon rolls. Okay, this season better be filled with cinnamon rolls. Okay? Get on it.
And he followed up that statement by saying, but I think that's obvious, right?
You know, we like these guys.
Henry Ruggs tweaked his ankle in the first half, but returned for a quiet second half. So, Chase, you spoke on that earlier. Just reset that take again, because I think it's a good take.
Hold on. Henry Ruggs, well, listen, man. So, Henry Ruggs was having a great first half. We can't disagree with that, right? He had the big, deep catch early on. That was the first quarter? That was the first quarter, right? That was the first drive? And I thought he should have taken that in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I thought the throw was a little short. Okay. No hate, Derek Carr. Okay. You're playing it safe. You're letting your man get the ball and you're letting him use his athleticism. But he was out there. You could have put it out there on a rope a little bit more, and I think he would have ended up in the end zone. That being said, okay, we saw him used deep. We saw him on some short outs. We saw him on some end arounds. We saw him in some, screen passes. They're going to use Henry Ruggs' speed every way that they can. Okay. He had the injury on I think it was a little short out, right? It was a little short out and he got kind of rolled over on his ankle.
Yeah.
And then we saw him kind of go, they went away from him. And that's good. Look, don't get him further injured. Let him recover. Give him some rest. Let him be a decoy. That's what I think they brought him out on the field to be exactly that.
Yeah.
He was hurting them the whole game. He was making plays. So get him back on the field. Let him run some routes. Keep him out of harm's way, and let him be the decoy so that you can go to other people.
In that first deep shot, and I'm nitpicking here, but that first deep shot, it was on a second down. It was second play of the game, actually. I thought that was a bit too early. Carr had no business trying to squeeze that ball in there. He's double covered. I don't put that on Ruggs at all. That's a tight one to hit. But I get it. You got the new toy. You want to rip open the package. You want to see what it does. But later on in the game, and again, I'm nitpicking because these are kind of trash takes, to be honest. I'm going to call myself out. Later on in the game, I was like, the third quarter, we're in a 2nd and 2, and I'm like, now this would be a perfect opportunity to go play action deep to Ruggs. Of course, at that point, he was coming back injured, and we pick up the first down there. We hand the ball off in that situation. I get it. John Gruden known for that, trying to catch the defense off guard early in the game. Hey, I'm going to reel it all back. I'm just saying there was no business putting the ball there, but I like the energy. I do like the energy. He
had another play along the sideline where he one-footed it, right? And so Henry Ruggs, the only thing I got to say to that is this is the NFL, bro. Okay, you got to get 2 feet in, son. Get 2 feet in. You're gonna make that correction. You're gonna improve. You're gonna realize, look, this isn't college anymore. Got to get 2 feet in. But that was a beautiful fucking catch. That was a beautiful catch. And I think even the announcers were calling out on it. Of course, that was Rich Gannon over there. So
yeah,
he's a Raider.
Yeah, he's a Raider.
He's a Raider.
People hate on Rich Gannon, man. Everyone loves people. Rich Gannon at the beginning of the season, and then you get mad because he's like us, calling the team out for the shit that they should be doing better. Only out of love, man.
Don't hate on Rich Gannon for being honest, bro, because you know what? Rich Gannon was one of those motherfuckers that held himself to a fucking very high standard, okay? Yeah. He was the first motherfucker cussing himself out on the sidelines. We saw it, talking to himself most times, and talking to Gruden a lot of times. But the other thing that I would say about Rich Gannon is, look, man, people hate on him even in his success. And that's ridiculous to me because he is by far the best quarterback we had in how many fucking years?
Yeah.
Since 2002, bro. Yeah. Like, Derek Carr, you still got to catch up. You still got to catch up. Okay? That's facts.
What's up with Richard's? What was up with Richard's hair color today, bro?
You know, I don't know, man.
Did you see that, bro?
I didn't pay attention to his hair color. I know that it's kind of been going a little. It's kind of been fading on him. There's a little light on there, little white, little gray showing up, and maybe he's trying to like mask it a little bit.
But it was like auburn today. It was like reddish. It was weird.
He put some fucking. He definitely has some grays, bro. Okay, Rich Gannon definitely has grays. Yeah. I have grays. Rich Gannon's older than me. He's got to have plenty of grays.
I don't know.
Okay, so he probably was like, "Yo, let me go ahead and like darken this up a little bit." Because I got a game today. I'm going to be on TV today. Got the wrong color, son. You got the wrong color. You got the wrong just for men gel, bro. Okay? You got to go get that one that matches your hair color, bro. Because you put that wrong one, you're going to be looking weird.
Hey, Rich. Okay?
You're going to look like fucking Bill Parcells when he was coaching the Cowboys.
Oh, dude. I'm saying, dog. Rich, man, you rock the salt and pepper, man. It's silver and black all day.
Hey, fuck yeah.
No one's going to hate on that.
Hey, you still got hair, Rich. Look. It could be worse, son. Okay, I'm headed that way myself. Okay, so I know. Okay, it could be worse, son. Okay, You got hair. My grandfather got a full head of fucking silver hair, bro. That man's 97 years old, bro. He's going on 97 years old. I'm jealous of that motherfucker, okay? I'm 38. Shit.
Shout out to Quinn in the chat. He said the salons are closed. He's coloring his hair at CVS. And you know what? I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. And by the way, shout out also to Shorty, good friend of the show, because this leads into our next thing here on the injury update, and I'll reset that. He says Javen White, if B&E is out for a while, Big Nick Energy is out for a while. Well, Big Nick Kwiatkowski, and I have his name in the notes here, like spelled 5 different ways, 4 different times. Big Nick was out early in the second half with a pectoral injury. His absence on defense was felt mightily in the third and the fourth quarter. Yeah. Now, you saw that the Raiders held McCaffrey to like 56 yards in the first half. Mm-hmm. And in that second half, that's when things got dicey. It seemed like everything that we did, they answered back. And it wasn't until Klee shut the door closed with that goal line stand at the end there that things got righted. But, Nick not being in there, that presence was felt. So I hear you, Shorty, about Javen White, but I think the reason why they bring in Raekwon McMillan is for a situation like this. Yeah. Exactly. So, and I know it's a bit early for Raekwon to be adjusted to the defense and all that, but I would say that he's more likely to get that green dot. If anything, it's probably going to go to Littleton, but Raekwon's probably going to go in there and fill in a little bit more than I think Javen White at this point, especially going up against the Saints next week. So just a little bit more experience there for Raekwon McMillan. Not a whole lot, but just enough.
But Javen White's on the practice squad, yeah?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So I think they're going to wait to make that move until a little bit later.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Kwiatkowski might not be out for that long, okay? He's out for the game. Let's give it a little bit of time. That's the reason why Raekwon was brought over, man.
Yeah.
To fill in behind that main running stopper, right? That main run stopper, man.
Shout out to our man Vincent Price, Vincent Pazienza.
Vinny Paz, bro.
Yeah, Vinny Paz up in the chat. Peace out, Vincenzo. He's got a Vincenzo.
Hey, Vinny.
He's got a peace out right now.
Peace out, brother.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the broad overview. We gave you our quick hits. We gave you some stats. We gave you our injury update. We're going a little bit deeper into the game, talk about some of our favorite moments, some of our least favorite moments in the game right after the break.
Oh, yeah.
So take a short break.
Yeah. Let's take a short break.
Hold on really quick. Let's do a little reset right now. How many hours are we in right now? We're about an hour in, guys.
That's not too bad.
Just quick time check. It is nearly 8 p.m. here in the Crow's Nest Pacific Standard Time. The weather is cool. The beer is cold. The lights are bright. And we love you guys. Stay afloat. We will be right back in 2 and 2. You know what I'm saying?
Peace out, yo.
Back in effect. Back in the mothership. You know, the Crow's Nest. You already know what it is. Let me reset this volume. Hey. Bam. There we are.
Handle it.
It's time to go a little bit deeper. We're going to go we're just going to go quarter by quarter, possession by possession, and kind of pick some things out. So some things we've covered already. We'll leave those in the past. But I want to talk about this 3 and out to start the game. And I just want to ask you, Che, how did you feel about that when that happened? What was going through your mind? Were you having flashbacks where you're like, here we go?
I mean, you know what, man? Listen. Unfortunately, we've become accustomed to these letdowns early on in the games.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any excuses, but I was like, you know what? There's a lot of game left.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a lot of game left. As angry as I fucking was, okay? I was angry. I think everybody should have been angry. Mm-hmm. That's not what you want to see your first fucking series, okay? You don't want to see some bullshit 3 and outs, okay? You hear that? Come out next season, do better. Next week and do better, but
got to. Can't get behind next week at all.
That should not be the result of your very first series of the 2020 season in Las Vegas. Okay, Raiders? Especially when you added all the offensive weapons that you did. That shouldn't have been the outcome. But you know what? Take it in stride. The defense did their job, held them to 3. We came back out, got that touchdown. All was better. Right? All was well.
All was well.
All was well after that.
You know, we tend to forget that 3 and out when those things happen, you know. So 3 and out, Carolina comes back on the field. What I saw in that first possession, great gap discipline versus the run. Mm-hmm. You know, they want to get McCaffrey going early. They said, here's our bell cow. Bam, deal with it. And we did early in that first series. Saw really nice gap discipline.
Yep.
Group tackling.
Yep.
Big Nick energy. All around the ball. As it should be. Because if your big dick energy is not near the ball, then, well, we got bigger problems.
Hey, shout out to Modelo.
Shout out.
You know, official sponsors of the Raiders and Pillage podcast. No,
put that can up, man.
I wish. Hey, Modelo, we still got a spot for sponsorship. Just saying. If you're going to come over here and make a fucking Modelo Cantina in the Crow's Nest, you're more than welcome to.
Fire, dude. One thing I'll say, like, you guys might think, oh, they drink the nice beers and them fancy boys. No. We call the Modelos the soldiers.
Yeah.
Every tailgate, we make sure we had like 64 Modelos.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, just to pad the stats a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, next ensuing possession, Raiders come back on the field. You see Trent Brown over on the table. But the offense in that first half, really throughout the whole game, beat them up offense, man. Mm-hmm. Beat them up offense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then what I started to see is what we didn't see last year. Early and often, we go to the play action. We got sweeps. We got pre-snap motion. Mm-hmm. Got a lot of window dressing on the plays. Yeah. What we were missing last year, right? Yeah. Setting up textbook play action to Ruggs, which set up the touchdown. Could have been, should have been, maybe would have been a touchdown to Ruggs.
But I ain't mad about Josh Jacobs getting the touchdown, okay? So Josh Jacobs, if anyone should come out of the game with a touchdown, should be Josh Jacobs. That should be all season long.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Josh Jacobs should have at least a touchdown, if not 2 to 3 touchdowns a game.
Shout out to Pete. This is too good.
Pillaging.
He says Raider Nation sponsors Modelo more than they sponsor us.
Those are facts, Pete. Those are fucking facts, bro. We've been sponsoring Modelo's. About damn they fucking sponsored us, bro.
In the first quarter, before we get out of this, anything you want to kind of like pick out of the first quarter?
No, I would just say that, man. Obviously, the slow start, then being able to go and put 7 after they put 3 on the board, that was nice. That felt good. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think overall, just handling business and not letting things get kind of out of hand, or there was no big extraordinary plays, right? In terms of what the defense allowed. Even on the touchdown that Carolina scored, it was still really contained, and they had to make a drive, right? And that's what you want. You want your defense to extend their possession, because the longer their possession goes, the more chances you have of getting that ball back.
Yeah.
Right? That's it, man.
Yep. And then last but not least, before we get out of the first quarter, I saw a blatant hold on Dos Equis.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 5.
Oh, yeah.
And McCaffrey breaks out right there.
Yep.
That drive should have been done, should have been ended. Mm-hmm. But of course, I think overall, and Bobby was going to call in. I don't know if he did. Bobby was going to call in and put the Zebras on blast. But we came out ahead as far as penalty yardage in our favor in this game. In fact, we got some nice calls in our favor in this game. But that's one that was just really overlooked. That wasn't like a holding happens on every play type hold. That was like a clear, blatant hold. Showed up in every angle and every replay. Yeah. It should have been, would have been, could have been.
But look, man, listen. We've talked about this. Just about every season that we've done a fucking Pillaging podcast season, right? So the Raiders do not get calls, man. Nothing has changed, y'all. We're still the Raiders. You think because all of a sudden we're in Las Vegas that the referees are going to all of a sudden start making calls for us? Like, that shit doesn't happen, okay?
Yeah.
Get used to it and play through it. I don't want to see some LeBron James type shit throwing your fucking hands up at the referee while the fucking ball's going in the other direction. That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Get your ass back into the play, okay? Don't worry about that bullshit. I'm a Laker fan, y'all. I can say that shit, okay? Uh-huh. I'm a Laker fan, okay? I don't like that shit. That's bullshit. You throw your hands up, the ball's going the other direction, you're complaining to the fucking ref. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Max Crosby, don't do that shit, okay? Get your ass back in the game. You're a Raider. Expect that calls ain't going to go your way, and just keep fucking playing to the whistle. Okay? Hit somebody. Hit the fucking quarterback. I don't care. Hit somebody.
Smash on it.
Hit somebody.
Bring the pain. I came to bring the pain.
Hey, shout out Method Man again.
This episode brought to you by METHOD.
Man.
A big long clock chewing drive in the second quarter. Actually, to end out the second quarter, is about a 7-minute drive. In fact, I think it was 7 minutes and 44 seconds, resulting in the field goal, going 73 yards. Would have liked to cash that one into the end zone, but we walk away with points, and we walk away with the lead in going into the first half.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
So, love that. Still see Derek Carr throwing a little bit too high in that first half. But overall, with all the criticisms we've had of the offense, all of the bad timing, all of the miscommunication, we didn't really see any of that today.
Look, listen, even so, we didn't have the same type of preparation that we've had other seasons.
Preparation H.
Preparation H. And all the other letters as well.
Preparation A through Z, everybody.
Yeah, H through Z.
That's how bad it was for Raider Nation, bro. I was taking that preparation W, bro, but preparation X, dog.
I don't know what that resolves, but shit. It was bad. It was bad. But listen, man, with a lack of preparation, yeah, we know they were out there. We know they were out there at some fucking high school football field throwing passes and shit. But nothing can provide you with that feel that having pads on and having the fucking refs and being on an actual NFL field playing on game day. Nothing can recreate that, okay? So you can make all the fucking beautiful plays you want in your shorts and tank top and your fuck cutoff shirts, but none of that shit matters on game day, because game day is different. You actually have people that want to take your fucking head off. And that changes things. So, listen, with the lack of preparation in the offseason, with all the shit that was going on, we didn't even know there was going to be an NFL season. Expect this team to gel as the season goes on. Okay? Especially especially on defense. Okay, the defense did not shut anything down in terms of the points, right? They were right there, 34-30. That's a high-scoring game. I said 35-27, I think, last week. Okay, right on it. So I was pretty close, and this was my expectation in terms of every team has suffered the same setback in terms of not being able to practice and prepare the way that they usually do. No preseason games, and a bunch of new additions to your team. That's going to equal a lot of miscommunication, a lot of oh shit, that was me, my bad. That's gonna happen. Okay, let this stuff start to filter out midway through the season. Maybe after the 4th, 5th game, that's when we're gonna know. Okay, is this team going in the direction that we really want it to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so be patient, yo. It's gonna be patient,
and that's a scary thing to think about because look at the teams we got in the first quarter of the season. So
I know
that's why I tempered my expectations for this season. I think I told you guys 8-8, 9-7, something like that. I think that's our range from 7-9 to 9-7, only because it's going to take this time. We didn't have the preseason. Hey, shout out to Derek Carr for getting his guys together and hitting them parks in the offseason.
Yeah.
But like Chase said, that ain't going to be enough, even though the effort is appreciated. It's going to be a long road here. So getting this week 1 victory was big. Che was right on with the score prediction, pretty damn close. My prediction was off. I think I said 20-17, but I did add into that prediction that this game was going to be close. Carolina was going to make a push late, and the Raiders were going to close the door, and we did that. So take my prediction and Chase's prediction, put them together, and we set you straight. Danny Dub, shout out. He said, this show, Kenny Che, Bobby Kane, and the listeners have the best vibe. Real ones. Love this crew. Hey, we love you too, Danny. Danny's in here like clockwork, man.
Hell yeah.
Danny's got like the perfect attendance award. And he's not the only one, just so you guys know. So we go into the half. We come back out. Actually, before that's over, I got a note here on Corey Littleton giving the tackles work. Flushing Bridgewater out. The veteran QB makes a big play with his feet to set up a field goal. Littleton was on his ass, though. Decent showing from the defense outside of the pass interference on Morrow. Let's talk about Nick Morrow a little bit. So this may be little Nick energy right here. And we talked about this a little bit during the break.
Yeah.
We give Morrow praise for the things he does well. Like, oh, he's great in coverage, and he shifts his hips and he can get around. But the rest of his game, we never talk about, and this is why. Nick just does not have the tenacity or the physicality to be in the middle of that linebacking crew.
Right.
He just doesn't. He's the last holdover from that last linebacking core. And I don't think he's going to be there next season. He may not even be there at the end of this season. I mean, he'll be there, but I don't think you're going to see him on the field as much. I think they're waiting and pushing Raekwon to get up to speed because they see that Morrow is probably the biggest sieve on that defense, right in the middle of that defense. Am I being too hard on Morrow, Che?
I think you are. I think you're being hard on Morrow. I think you have reason to be hard on Morrow. Okay, so like you said, he's the last holdover. He's the last of the last linebacking crew. Okay, he's the last of the Mohicans. He's the last of the Mohicans, bro. Listen, but he was kept for that reason.
Yeah,
that he can run with receivers and running backs. Okay,
how many balls have we seen go over Morrow's head?
But listen, let me say this. Okay, the pass interference call that you bring up, that was good coverage.
It was.
He panicked. Morrow panicked. He panicked.
Yep.
He hit the panic button. He said, "Oh shit, I got McCaffrey. This dude's a stud." He panicked. He was right with him. He was with him stride for stride. And he didn't really have to do anything except look for the ball.
Yeah.
Instead, he got into him, pass interference, right?
Yep.
Those are corrections that can be made when your athleticism and your playmaking ability are there, and you're actually in position to be able to make these plays. Those are corrections that can be made.
Yeah.
Okay. He panicked in that moment, and that's on you, Morrow, to make that correction. I'm one of the guys that said Morrow sticks around, because I felt that's what he possessed that would allow him to stick to this team, right? Where the other guys could not do that, bro. Okay, Tahir Whitehead, who was on the other side of the field today, how many fucking pass interferences were fucking pulled on him? And, bro, throwing his hands up and complaining, and motherfuckers hitting guys, Hunter Renfrow got hit like before the ball was in 5 yards distance from him, bro. The ball was 5 yards away from him, and he's making contact, and he gets up. He's like, "What did I do?"
Looking like Kyle Lowry out there. Looking like Lowry out there.
Come on, man. No, listen. We know what it's like to have linebackers who cannot cover. Okay, it fucking sucks. Okay. We're glad that Tyra Whitehead has found another job.
He's gone.
But we're also glad that he's not on this team anymore. Because the shit we saw today that kept our drives alive is exactly what he was doing for the other teams, for the opposition last season and the season before. Yeah. Okay. Morrow can run with people. He has that athleticism. He has that speed to keep up with dangerous receivers, tight ends, whatever it may be. He just needs to be confident, bro. That's what I saw. A lack of confidence in those moments. You're side by side with McCaffrey. There's nothing to panic. You know, there's no reason to panic, bro. Why are you making contact? If you're right with him, stride for stride, turn the fuck around, look for the ball. Okay? That's also where your teammates come into play. Because if the ball's in the air, your teammates should fucking be letting you know the ball's in the air.
Yeah.
Okay? Screaming, yelling. I'm a yeller, bro. If you're on my team and I'm playing defense with you, I'm gonna fucking yell at you and let you know what's really coming your way. I'm gonna let you know. If we're playing basketball and there's a screen coming your way, I'm gonna yell at your ass. Okay? Screen right. Get your ass over. You know, I'm gonna let you know if I gotta switch with you. It's gonna be there. That's what this team needs to do. They need to communicate better.
And with Nick and Corey out there, we saw a lot more finger pointing today. We saw a lot more of that than we did last year. The leadership wasn't there last year. It's there now.
Yeah.
Right? It's there now. But so maybe the answer on Morrow is somewhere in between, right? He's got his things he does well. We've seen him panic too often. Morrow, trust your instincts, trust your skill set.
Yeah.
You're not that dark horse anymore, bro. You're on the squad.
You're a starter, dog. Act like it.
Yeah.
Okay? Be confident in yourself. You earned that spot because of what you've shown and what you've been able to do. But you cannot panic in those moments. You're right there with him, bro. That could have been an interception. Honestly, if all he does is turn his head over his shoulder and look for the ball, that's a pick. Okay, and then we can be talking whole different light on Morrow today. But he got that PI, and you know it's got to be negative. It's got to be negative.
Had another chance at a pick later in the game.
Yeah,
hands on the ball.
Hands on the ball.
So settle down, Nick. First game. Overall, I got to say, I liked the sloppy. It was a sloppy effort on defense at times, but held strong when they needed to. Overall, first game of the season on the road against an average opponent, I'll say, with no preseason. The Raiders show up. They play 4 quarters of football, which is something we haven't seen in a long time. So overall, I walk away from this feeling pretty good, but not feeling good enough for the Saints, not feeling good enough for the Chiefs, not feeling good enough for some of these juggernauts we're about to go up against. So I want to see a lot more improvement, and I want to see a lot more tightening up.
There's a lot to learn from this game, though.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot to learn from this game. Obviously, Teddy Bridgewater is not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Drew Brees. Okay? That's the reason why he was backing up Drew Brees.
Teddy Bridgewater,
okay?
baby.
We know that. Okay? We know that the next couple games are going to be way more challenging, way more difficult for us to pull a win out like we did today.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna happen. If you expect to go into the fourth quarter and fucking give up a lead the way you did, you're probably not gonna win that game against the teams that are coming in, you know, the next 2 weeks. So tighten that shit up. Be confident in yourselves, man. Listen, I saw a lot of good things from our defense in terms of our DBs, our linebacking core. They were there. They were in the area, and then little mistakes, little mental mistakes, okay, were what put them in bad positions. Shore up those mental mistakes, make the corrections, look at the film, and prepare yourself well, because these teams that are coming in, they got lots of weapons. Okay, Carolina had very limited weapons. I'm sorry. They didn't have the weapons that the teams that are coming in the next couple of weeks will have. New Orleans has weapons. KC has weapons.
Bro.
Okay?
Flamethrowers.
Get your fucking ass ready. Okay? We saw what KC did to fucking Texans. The Texans are considered a pretty decent team.
Not bad.
You know, despite letting Hopkins go, they're still considered a pretty decent team, and they didn't do shit against the Chiefs. No. So be ready.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're not. Honestly, the Chiefs look at you guys and they think you're a joke. That shit should piss you the fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay? That shit should piss you the fuck off. The first thing you should do is come out and hit those motherfuckers in the mouth.
Hard.
Okay? Patrick Mahomes in the mouth. Okay? Tyreek Hill in the mouth.
Get a late hit.
Every one of those motherfuckers should get hit in the mouth. And let them know we're not your fucking little brother. Okay? We're here to fucking beat you guys. And if you don't respect us, we're gonna beat you guys.
I want to see bent face masks, everything.
That's it, man. I want to see those nice brand new shiny helmets that they got, because they very rarely got hit last week or on fucking Thursday. They very rarely got hit. Okay.
Very.
I want to see those helmets scuffed up. Okay. I want to see face masks scuffed up, because
clods of grass.
Yeah, I want to see dirt. I want to see their fucking jerseys all stained up. I want people remembering that they played the Raiders.
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
You should be making people remember that they played you.
Yeah, if you can't win, make them lose next week.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Because you hit them so damn hard.
That's it.
Bring that old school mentality back. So closing out the second half, or the first half, Carter Aguilar over the shoulder, beautiful rainbow pass for 6. We talked about that already. It was a great way to close out the half. To go in there with another touchdown. Man, we started scoring these touchdowns, and I was not used to it. I was like, we got in. We're in. We're in.
Listen, man, as long as you have Josh Jacobs on your team, you should feel comfortable that you're going to score some touchdowns.
You should.
You should feel comfortable you're going to score some touchdowns. That motherfucker can play ball, bro.
Hell yeah. Coming back out in the second half, third quarter. Defensive scheme much more aggressive at the beginning of the third quarter. Hats flying to the ball. Carolina goes 3 and out. What I wanted to see, exactly the kind of energy you want to see coming out of the half. That was one of the first times we've come out of the half during this new John Gruden era, Paul Gunther era, where the defense looked like they came ready to play, made an adjustment, made a shutdown, got the ball back in their own hands.
Yep.
Real fast.
Yep.
Real quick. The ensuing drive, Raiders have the ball. Edwards, we talked about already, gets a quick wide receiver screen on the edge. Edwards putting some man boob
all up on them.
All up on the defense.
All up on them.
Intentional grounding on Carr. Vintage car. Didn't want to see that. Stalled out the offense, but forces a field goal. A little weird timeout, right? We elect to go for it, and then the timeout, and then we go for the field goal. At first, I was mad, bro.
Yeah.
Until I seen that ball go through the uprights, and I was like, okay.
Hey, okay.
All right.
Hey, shout out Carlson, bro. Shout out to Carlson, because I know we were on your ass last season. We were disappointed, and people were talking about, hey, we need a new kicker. They were coming for your head, son.
Yeah.
They were coming for your head. And people were excited about some free agent, bro. They were all excited about a undrafted free agent that was brought on the team. Listen.
It's me. I'm people. I'm people.
People were coming for your head, and you went out there, you did your job. Okay? Make those field goals. Nobody will say shit. And you know what? When we brought Carlson over from Minnesota, he did that. Shit. Hey, he did that shit when he came over from Minnesota, in, what was that, 2018? Mm-hmm. 2018? We felt good about him. I felt good about him. By the end of the season, I was like, hey, we got a kicker.
Yeah.
And then fucking 2019, he came around, and we're like, what the fuck? Damn, Carlson, what's going on here, son? But listen, that's all right. We put that shit in the past, and you move forward. Keep up the success. We know one thing about kickers. Kickers, it's all mental, bro.
Super.
Okay? It has nothing to do with their movements, with their kicks, with their strength. Nothing to do with any of that, because they've been doing the same movement fucking for the majority of their goddamn life, okay? It's all mental. So as long as he stays hot and he stays high, he's gonna perform.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take this game. He's gonna take the success from this game. He's gonna carry it over. Mm-hmm. That's what I expect. Daniel Carlson carry this shit through the whole season, bail us out when we need you, and just do your goddamn job, and we're going to be all right.
And that's why I was worried when they rolled him out there for 54, because I know Carlson is very mental. Mm-hmm. And when he gets in a slump, he needs a slump buster. And I thought, man, this may be a little bit too early to put him out there. And he did it. So not to compare Carlson to Janikowski, but I get a similar feel when he comes out on the field. I'm always like, he can make it.
Yeah.
But will he make it?
We knew that Janikowski could fucking make a fucking field goal probably from his house. But how many shots did he have the night before? And what was still lingering in his system when he got out there on the field, and he was dealing with the dirt and whatnot. But shout out Seabass, man. We love you. We fucking joke around over here.
Seabass never had that drip drop to recover though. Yeah. I saw they had them purple bottles on the sideline too. Yeah. Gatorade don't want you to see that on camera. They really don't. I don't know what's in that drip drop, man, but keep passing it around.
Shout out Irish Raider, man.
Shout out. Irish Raider says, so happy car got pulled on his intentional grounding because it stopped real quick after that. It did. And for the most part, Carr had his head on the swivel. He wasn't taking first read, and he didn't look panicked. And, it was just that one play. But outside of that, very, very nice game from Carr. Hanging some balls high. Again, early in the season, overall, very crisp, very decisive. Had some muster on the ball, tight spirals. Overall, very well. I mean, what can you say? That the Aguilar pass sort of trumps everything else, right? We saw him do that. That took some trust in a guy that nobody trusts, right? Nobody trusts Aguilar, and early in the season. So very nice, very nice. I'm just trying to give you guys some balance. We promised you that we would be fair. New season, new outlook.
Yeah,
we got to reset the scorecard. So
real quick, I just want to give a shout out to our boy Bobby Wasabi, who's regulating in the chat right now. Regulating in the chat, he's like, "How come we have 50 motherfuckers up in this this video, but we only have fucking 24 likes? Why we have 50 plus viewers in the chat, but only 24 likes? Come on, y'all." Hey. Shit, did we say something to hurt your feelings? Come on now.
Shout out to Fishing Blues TV too. First time we've seen you in the chat. Welcome. Bobby Wasabi regulating. It's the Wasabinator. Y'all been put on notice. Speaking of notice and speaking of warnings, unsportsmanlike conduct warning on the Carolina Panthers. We're inside your head rent free all day. All day. Kwiatkowski out, Big Nick out 5 minutes into the third quarter. Real quick, Mo Hurst and Nassib, they come in, they split a sack. More pressure on 3rd and 20, forces a difficult pass and a near interception tomorrow. So, the bounce back from the team after Nick goes out was real nice. After that, you saw a big sag, right? So you get the unsportsmanlike conduct on our next drive, gives us great field position. And then you hear the announcer, caught by Jacobs out of the backfield. Normally, we'd be bagging on these out of the backfield passes, but now when they're landing in the hands of Josh Jacobs, who, might I say, looked noticeably faster.
Oh, yeah.
Noticeably faster.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw him with a nice low block earlier in the game, too.
Oh, yeah. You saw that shit? That motherfucker went head over heels, bro. Head over heels. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. And you know what, though? You're absolutely right, especially on that little I don't think it was a pitch. It might have been a pitch, but that touchdown that he scored to the outside.
Yeah.
He even hesitated. He almost cruised in there. He made it look so easy. Yeah. Kind of hesitated, and he was like, "I got you, bitches." And he just kind of jogged up into the end zone, and I was like, "That's that speed. That's that speed. Your boy's been working on the speed. Yeah. That's all good because we already know he could do everything else. If he had a little bit of speed, a little bit of quickness to his feet, hey, it's gonna be a good season for Josh Jacobs. I'm just saying, 3 touchdowns to start off with. Hey, that's already a good start.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
And the other thing too about the speed with Jacobs is we saw this is never going to go away from Jacobs. He's a physical running back. But when you have that speed, you don't need to turn back in and lay the wood to end your play. You can now hit a jet, hit that next gear, and use your feet to get that extra yard. Yep. Not give up your body all the time. So 25 carries for Jacobs today. I like that. I want to see that continue. But what I don't want to see is an offense completely relying on Josh Jacobs again to the point where we lose him, for 3 games in the season or more.
No.
So I like that. I think the speed is going to complement other areas of his game. I think it's going to keep him fresh, and it's just nice. Take care of that body, Jacobs. We're going to need you. Renfro molested on second down, gets the flag. Actually, was that a third down? That might have been a third down.
Might have been.
I think that was a third down, yeah. So third and Renfro continues this year, and Booker and Jacobs, they do the rest. We go up another 6. Got some words for Devontae Booker at the end of this, too.
Oh, let me hear that.
Carolina comes back on the field. McCaffrey, less than 50 yards in the first half. Abram versus McCaffrey. Abram wins. Fatality. Right?
Fatality.
And this is where
we need that Mortal Kombat drop, bro. We need that Mortal Kombat
fatality. Drop. We need that for this year.
Yep.
Because I think there's going to be some wood out there.
Hell yeah. That's a great drop.
This is the drive where the Raiders give up the fourth, I think it was like a 4th and 2 to McCaffrey. But later on, Joyner, good coverage, DJ Moore in the end zone, in his head, and drawing the flag. DJ Moore puts a finger on the helmet, gets rung up for unsportsmanlike conduct, and they get the official warning for ejection or ejection at that point. So in the head, man, in their head, in their home, in their house, in the face.
In the face.
In the face.
In your face.
We need that drop too, man. We need a drop person, I think, at this point for the show.
Yeah, man. We're looking for a person who wants to do that. The job pays $0.
Juice, hey Juice, get over here on this board, man.
Here you go, Juice. Hey, come hang out. There'll be plenty of fucking cold chelas.
Yeah,
that's about all we can offer right now. There's no healthcare plan, no benefits, son.
No 401k, no life insurance policy. Although you might want to take one out.
If you're gonna be drinking all these chelas, you might need one.
Yeah. Especially when this heat comes back around.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
They did make note in this third quarter. Carolina stacking the box with the Raiders staying conservative on offense. Douglas with a pass breakup on third down, and that's the end of that. Carolina comes back. Arnett beat badly. Harris whiffs. That's the big play by Anderson, 75 yards. That's a big second half play that we're looking to contain. If we contain that play right there, this game, I feel like not nearly as close.
Oh, no.
Not nearly as close.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because they follow up Robbie Anderson again with the 2-point conversion, and now they're up 30-27. And that's where that's when the butthole starts to go, you know? That's when the brown iris starts to close up.
Fucking chocolate starfish.
Chocolate starfish.
The chocolate starfish was like, I don't like it. That
fudgy aperture. I don't even know. Pull names out of a hat now.
Oh, man.
Las Vegas gets back on the field. Jacobs with another big gain after a catch out of the backfield. Offense kind of lacking the creativity at this point that we saw in the first half. Not as much pre-snap motion, not as much window dressing. They seem to be, let's be safe with the ball. Right, let's go back into that Gruden shell a little bit. But you got the offensive line laying down some man boob.
Man boob.
You got Renfro
all up on you.
Drawing he's got his level 3 flag spell, experience points. Rolls a 16-sided die, gets another flag on third down, draws a PI, extends the drive.
Yep.
And then Denzel Good laying the smacketh down to clear Josh Jacobs for another touchdown.
Yeah.
So that conservative offense, we talk about it, we complain about it, but when you're hitting and you're smashing and you're laying that taco meat all up on the defense and Jacobs is running downhill, you're not complaining about it.
No.
Odd, because you're down by 3, but now you're up by 4.
Yeah.
So butthole's still tight, though. Still tight.
Oh, yeah, it was still really tight after that, bro. There was no confidence. I was like, I don't know about this. There's too much time on the clock.
Damn it. You're already ready. Like, we're ready. We're going to pitch this one away.
God damn it.
You look over, you see.
There's not too much time on the clock.
You look over, you see Chuck Bresnahan on the sideline. You're all, oh, Jesus Christ. Willie Shaw.
Shout out Chuck Bresnahan, bro. Where the fuck are you, bro?
I don't know. He's trying to reinvent the prevent defense somewhere.
Oh, man.
That bend but don't break. Hey, don't bend. Don't break.
Yeah. How about don't do either?
How about Cobra Kai, strike first, no mercy? I want that Cobra Kai defense, bro.
You gotta fucking hire Johnny, bro. Johnny, put him in the body bag.
That's what we need, bro. I watched 10 episodes of Cobra Kai yesterday, dog.
Bro, I've already seen all those episodes. I saw that they just got moved to Netflix.
Yeah.
I saw those bitches on YouTube because they were a YouTube original. So I saw them all put out a new goddamn season already, man. I'm ready to see.
They're on season 2?
No, I need season 3, son.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm through all that. Shit. Hey, you know what else is being talked about, though? I don't know if you ever got into this. Apparently, they didn't really get any viewers. Kingdom. So Kingdom just got brought onto Netflix. They're about MMA.
Oh, okay.
That shit was on Audience, which was fucking random ass channel, right? On DirecTV or something like that.
Yeah.
And I had heard about it, but I never got to watch it because I didn't have DirecTV at the time.
Yeah.
They started in 2014 and shut it down 3 seasons in 2017. Launched it on Netflix in July, and that shit got popular. Hit, like, people were watching it like crazy. I watched the whole shit already. I already watched all 3 seasons. They're talking about a 4th season. I hope it comes back. I recommend it, man. It's pretty fucking good. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
it's a show or like a documentary?
No, it's a show. It's a show. It's a TV show about like an MMA family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not into MMA, but I'll give it a shot.
No, it's fucking dope though. It's fucking out there. It's there's a lot of crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace out, Diego Lopez. He's out.
Peace out, man.
He's like, I still ain't got my fucking painting.
That's not
Daniel. That's Daniel.
That's not Danny Dub, right?
No, Diego. I said shout out to Diego. I forget who it goes to. Hopefully you remember. I do have a scanner down there. Let's take a look at that when the show's over.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll do something.
There you
for
go.
I don't know. Anyways, back on track. 4th quarter, 4 minutes remaining. Carolina back on the field. McCaffrey opens up the drive with authority. And here we go. Clock's ticking. 2-minute warning. Carolina at the 50. Normally we'd be like, we got him right where we want him. But now we're like, fuck. But McCaffrey short on 3rd and 4. Tackle by Morrow. 1 minute 23 seconds left. Timeout by the Raiders. Second timeout. 1 left. 4th and inches. Is your boy Klee.
Yeah. Hey, and they gave the ball to the fullback.
Dude.
The announcers were going nuts about that.
That's all Panther fans are talking about right now.
How is it that your best player on your fucking squad doesn't get it on 4th down? Everybody knows McCaffrey is your best player. And maybe that's the reason the coach outcoached himself. Because you outcoached yourself in that situation. You overthought it. You said, I can't go to McCaffrey. Everybody expects the ball to go to McCaffrey. I know. I'm going to give it to the fullback who's gotten 1 fucking carry this game. Shut down. Shut down. That was a brilliant play. Thank you, coach. We appreciate you.
And that was the key to the game that we didn't mention. We got off the air the next day. I'm talking to Bobby. I'm like, that's what we didn't talk about is a coaching matchup. You got the veteranship of John Gruden and Matt Rule, first-year NFL head coach, and where the rubber meets. How we said that, we would have nailed all the keys to the game for this week. But I think we were 3 for 3 if you go back and listen to last week's show. So, you know, and that was the game right there. So I had a couple shout-outs, a couple takeaways I wanted to mention. First of all, shout out to the Pepsi commercial that showed Charger fans indeed have no friends. I gotta shout out the backyard setup. It was real nice. Nobody was there. It was you and your wife. You have no kids. You had no pets. You had no friends. You had a bunch of empty patio furniture and a blow-up screen. You didn't have any neighbors, dog. You didn't have any neighbors, bro.
He lived in a neighborhood all by himself.
You might as well just watch the game at StubHub and you got the game day experience.
Oh, man.
Yeah, some people say, well, COVID. Why did you have all those chairs out there? You know what I'm saying?
All the invites.
Y'all were just going to keep moving around?
Man, he was selling them tickets like the fucking Chargers were. He got nobody to show up like the Chargers do.
So shout out to Pepsi. Y'all still didn't end racism, but you did put Charger fan on blast. So appreciate that. Remember when they said Kylie Jenner was going to end racism with the Pepsi? Man, that was false advertising.
Oh.
It is a choice of a new generation, though. Which apparently...
And it is the choice of a new generation.
Apparently, that campaign slogan, when translated into Japanese, reads, "Drink it and your dead relatives will come back to life." That's a true story. Not all of these ad slogans translate very well. So Pepsi, maybe do a little more research. But you nailed it with Charger Fan. You gotta say you nailed it. You nailed it
for sure.
And also shout out to the commercial that showed the Raider fan busting out the graffiti on the side of the wall.
Hey,
the positive messaging.
That's right.
With the cry line.
That's right.
Raider
fans, they do all kinds of shit.
Yeah, they do.
They do all kinds of shit. We do podcasts. I paint. Kenny makes music. And somebody's doing graffiti right this second. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Shout out to our man, Johnny.
Shout out.
Shout out to Devontae Booker, man, who, we completely overlooked him last week when we were talking about who was going to get, that spell running back position. Come on. Can you blame us, though? I mean, he's a former Bronco. Right?
It's going to take a little while for us to like you, bro. Like, you can't just come over here from the Broncos and expect us to be like, Devontae Booker is going to fucking handle that shit. No, that's not going to happen, son. You got to earn our respect. So, look, we didn't take you into account, but we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Now, next week, do your goddamn job again.
Do it again.
That's it.
But Devontae doing everything, doing some lead block, doing some catches, doing some running.
One complaint.
Looking pretty sharp.
One complaint. Okay. Devontae, I saw one thing that happened, and luckily the ball did not end up in anybody's hands. It went out of bounds. But you ran through a bunch of people, and you covered up the ball well while you were doing this. And you know what? I think part of your issue in Denver was fumbles. Okay. I might be wrong about that, okay? But I kind of remember there being a little bit about that, like you fucking losing the ball. Bro, if you are being held by a tackler or you just got through a pile of defenders, don't take your fucking hand off the ball, bro. You should have two hands on the ball and finish that run out, okay? Instead, you took the hand off the ball. You were carrying the ball, I think, on the inside. Okay, you were all towards the sideline. You were carrying the ball on the inside with the left hand. Come on, dog. Come on. Protect the fucking ball. Yeah. That's your job.
Yeah.
It's your job.
Jobby job.
They make fucking
J-O-B.
That's a J-O-B.
You need to get one.
It's the word of the day. Do your job, son.
Do your damn job. Shout out to Trayvon Mullen for laying some wood. Looking pretty sure with the tackling.
Yeah, I like that.
Mullen's side was pretty
got
quiet
low on
day.
McCaffrey. McCaffrey was like, he was talking. I mean, like, what are you talking about, bro? You just shut the fuck down. Sit your ass down, dog.
So Mullen looking as advertised, albeit against about an average wide receiver core, I would say. We'll see next week. Next week's the test, y'all. I said it last week. This is going to be a great warm-up game for this young secondary. Y'all pretty much answered the call, save for one blown play. But that one blown play can multiply next week. So watch it, y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tight end group doing grunt work. Didn't see a lot of balls go the tight end way. I think Darren Waller had like 4 receptions or something.
4 or 5.
Maybe even 6. But other than that, tight end group quiet today. No Foster Moreau looks, no Carrier looks. One look to Whitted. That was kind of a question, that play call at that point. You got to make that score. Witten. It was not the time for Witten, bro.
Yeah.
Get him warmed up during some garbage time.
But you know what, though? I think they felt confident. They knew Whitted. They knew what he does in coverage, and they were like, let's just go his way. This is the time to go his way.
True.
So I can respect that, but like I said, run that route a little deeper, man. You might be able to just stretch the ball out. No, don't do that.
That was Edwards' play to have, though, man. I was mad.
There you go.
Because I said Edwards would get his first touchdown this week, and it didn't happen.
Hey.
That was a perfect time to get Edwards involved.
Give him that little out route. Give him a corner route. Let him go up for the ball. He's a big man, bro. Let him get up there. That's what we've been seeing in the fucking videos from fucking practice and training camp.
Yep.
Give him one of those, bro. That's short yardage. Give him one.
Yeah. But anyways, tight end group put some man boob out there. Very key in that run game. Saw some different packages.
Man, Chi-Chi.
Yeah, man, Chi-Chi. So I like it too because we don't come back out looking like the same exact Raider team from last year. I'm sure the tight ends are going to have their games. It's going to be tight end heavy at times this year, but let's mix it up. JJ was the hot hand. We rode that. Spread the ball around, ball control offense, eat the clock. Time of possession was pretty close. I think we had him by like 5 minutes, which is significant, I guess, but it was like 31-28. And, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. But what do you expect? 2 great running backs going back and forth. So, but those are my call-outs from the game. Would you have? Any takeaways? Anything you want to shine a spotlight on? Anything you want to reset?
No, but just say this, man. I would just say Henry Ruggs was as advertised. He's creating space, speed, was there. And he was multifaceted. They were using him in a lot of different ways. If he's healthy, he could stay healthy. I think he's going to be exactly what Gruden wanted for this offense. Okay, a guy that can hurt you deep, but can also be used in a bunch of different ways to hurt you also. And they're using his speed and athleticism to the best of their abilities. I think that's the game changer that you need in a West Coast offense because so many of the plays go short.
Yeah.
So many of the plays go, 5 yards short of the first down marker. Like you have a guy like Ruggs, that changes that play.
Yeah.
You got a guy that can fucking catch it and go from 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds. Like that's a guy that's going to make the West Coast offense explosive, right?
Yeah.
If not, it gets fucking boring.
Yeah.
And we're back to last season where we're like, what the fuck? Throw the ball down the field, right? This way, you don't have to necessarily throw the ball down the field all the time to make plays happen.
Yeah.
So, that's my takeaway. Ruggs, glad you're on this team.
Stay
healthy, son.
Stay healthy, bro. Because he looks like he's willing to do whatever it takes, and that's what we need. One last thing, I'll say it again. 4 quarters of football, 60 minutes. Even when we got down, y'all kept your heads up and got in there and kept pushing. So there was no quit in this team today. And again, over the next 4 weeks, competition is going to get real stiff. Keep that energy, fam. Keep that energy rolling into the next 4 weeks because it's going to get rough. It's going to look dark at times. And even if it is dark, even if there's no hope, finish out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take a quick break right now. I'm going to get Kane on the phone, and we're going to come back with Kane's Corner.
Hell yeah.
We're going to give you the MVP and the Trash Can Player of the Week. It's been a long time coming, so I know y'all are excited for that. Chase is going to hit the head right now.
Yep.
Maybe grab a cold one, and we'll see you back on the other side.
Peace.
Peace. And we're back, y'all. Break's over. Time. Hopefully, you got the cold one out the fridge.
Yep.
You're back in the seats. This can't miss TV, y'all. On the line right now, we got Raider Kane. It's Kane's Corner. Kane, welcome back, man. It's been a long time. We've been getting together as a group now through Zoom, but what we've missed is real football, real MVPs. And, of course, the Reggie Nelson Trash Can Player of the Week, which we're going to get to. But Che and I have had our time to kind of spit everything out. We want to hear what your take was on the game, Raider Kane. You watched the game through a different lens. You're a longtime Raider fan. You don't pull any punches. So just give us the raw. What you like? What did you not like in this game? How do you feel about this team coming out of week one?
Coming out of week one, I think just like everybody else, it was a little sluggish, but we looked pretty good on offense. We actually looked good on offense, in my opinion. There's some things that's got to be, worked on, or practice will help. But Ruggs is the man. Ruggs is came as built. I was happy to see him make plays. I was happy to see us go deep early and often and use our deep threat. And as long as this guy stays healthy, I think we got the skies are really blue, going forward. As far as defense is concerned, I think, we got a lot of young guys on defense right now, a lot of, people still trying to learn how to play together as a unit, as opposed to the offense already being a unit coming into it. So I think, we handled it. We won the game, but we could have been a little bit better on defense.
Yeah.
Actually, we could have been a lot better on defense. We need pressure up the middle. Defense is going to be the key to this season. The offense looks like it's going to score points. Looks like it can put up some points. The defense, again, is going to have to learn how to get pressure up the middle. We don't get, I'm surprised I didn't see any sacks from Mad Max this week. And, like I said, going forward, the defense need to step it up a little bit. Pressure up the middle and sacks on the quarterback is very important. The linebackers look good, and if Kwiatkowski is out for a limited amount of time, then we have the guy we traded for, Raekwon McMillan, and I think that's going to play an important part in, the trade now is going to make a lot of sense, especially if this guy is out for a while. So he can step into the middle linebacker position and take over and call the plays and run the scheme. So, like I said, on defense, we need to gel. And on offense, I think we picked up where we left off a little bit last year. Josh Jacobs is Josh Jacobs. We know Darren Waller is who he is. Renfro is third and Renfro. The rookie wide receivers, Ruggs is, like I said, came as built. He's going to get you some deep play threats. Edwards was null and void. I didn't see anything much from him. I'm not sure if the game was too big for him or he just, once you get out there, you can look good in practice, but once you get out there against the defense that's looking to, take away what you do best, I think he's going to, have to still learn how to, get integrated into getting open, getting separations, making Derek Carr feel comfortable throwing you the football, because I can't even remember one play where they even targeted him.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he had one catch, man. He had one catch.
One catch, yeah.
But you know what, though? Like I said earlier, he was used a lot as a blocker, man. I mean, he was blocking downfield, and we know that they've been big on his size, his strength. He's been imposing on DBs. So I think that they're using him a little bit like a tight end out as a wideout, man, in terms of his ability to get downfield and create some space, block downfield, and give people opportunity. I think the game plan was go to Ruggs.
Yeah.
If you're throwing to a wide receiver, go to Ruggs, and then if it's not there, then go somewhere else. I think that was the game plan going in, and when Ruggs got hurt, obviously they had to kind of change things up.
Yeah. Again, I'd like to see Edwards featured more in the red zone. A lot of our red zone stands, though, we got deep in there, but I think from 10 yards and out, 20 to 10 yards, that's going to be Edwards country right there, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Edwards on more of this possession stuff, but then again, you still got Renfro as a safety valve, but I think Kane's call out is fair. Edwards, very high, very touted, going up against a secondary in Carolina that doesn't really strike fear into your opponents. Would like to see more from Edwards this week too, Kane. I think that's right on.
Well, I'd like to see some growth and, some what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it, I can't think of the word right now, but I want to see him get on the same page with Derek Carr.
Yeah, some chemistry.
Okay? There you go, some chemistry with Derek Carr. Work on that, because I'm sure he's been working behind Tyrell Williams, so there hasn't been a whole lot of time on the field getting passes with Derek Carr.
True.
So look for that in the next coming weeks, right? It's going to take a little bit for him to gain that chemistry,
absolutely,
gain that trust.
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with you, Shay. I think for Edwards, he has to earn Carr's trust, and I don't think, looking at the game today, Carr doesn't trust you yet in game situations,
and we know that's big.
We all know that Carr is a quarterback that he'll test the defense with the ball to go up and get ball, but he won't test the defense with Edwards. It's going to have to be like an Aguilar, like he did at the touchdown to Aguilar. Yeah. It's going to have to be somebody that he trusts. And I saw that today. If Aguilar scored a touchdown and Edwards didn't, then obviously it's a trust situation right now.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he's still a work in progress.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So again, just because we've been calling out the opponents, I'll just reset it. In the next 4 weeks, we got the Saints, we got the Patriots, we got the Bills, and we got the Chiefs. All 4 teams that won today. Bills look pretty solid. I think Josh Allen, though, he's not quite NFL quarterback yet. Relies a lot on
he's a runner.
He's a runner, and that's an opportunity to hurt somebody. That's what I see. That's what I see. But the Patriots eked out one today. Maybe we can snatch that chain when we get to camp. But it's again, the Panthers. It was a softball coming out the gate, and this was your chance to get it, some chemistry, get some momentum. And unfortunately, the injuries were costly. Somebody in the chat was asking if that's the same calf that bothered Trent Brown last year, and I don't know. I know it was the right calf today.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's concerning. And then Sam Young.
Same injury. He needs to restructure his contract ASAP. This dude can't stay on the field. I don't know if it's because he's 6'8", 300 and whatever, 400 pounds or whatever he weighs, but he needs to take some of that weight off and stay healthy. I don't understand what else it could be. He cannot stay on the field, and that is hurting us big time. We could have had way more rushing yards than we did today. Josh Jacobs is on fire. This dude is on fire. He looked better than the people that say the best running back in the league is McCaffrey. Shit, he matched McCaffrey blow for blow, run for run, carry for carry. You know what I'm saying? So had we had our, starting right tackle in there, it would have been way worse rushing yards than it already was. Yeah, and then, definitely.
And then Sam Young goes down, and is being written right now. Sam Young with a groin injury, that's going to linger for sure. So now you got Denzel Good on the spot, who showed up well today. But now the Saints, they're going to be looking at that. They know Good's coming in. They know he doesn't play tackle. He's normally in there at guard. So even though he did well today, against a Saints team with a good defense, that Saints offense is so good that the defense gets no credit. And that's a good defense. That's a playmaking defense. And so they're going to be scheming for that. And what's worse is now you've thinned out your backup tackle position, because I believe Simpson is hurt too, which now puts pressure on Andre James, your backup center. May have to play Brandon Parker's there.
Your right tackle.
Yeah. Brandon Parker at tackle, and then Gabe Jackson has issues. So, like I said last week, the depth at offensive line is going to be really key this year, and which is why it was a head scratcher to see Devy go and to see David Sharp go. But I understand you're not going to carry that many offensive linemen, but already week 1 and the big man's down, backup is down, and now you got a guard playing tackle, because he's Denzel Good's the best backup that we have, in my opinion.
Absolutely. That's your offensive lineman that can play up and down the line. Maybe not center, but he can play guard. He can play tackle. On both sides of the left guard, left tackle, right tackle. That's what you need in your backup. Your backup offensive lineman. You need somebody that can play all along the line. And he's the guy for right now. What happened to the guy we drafted? Didn't we draft a right tackle late? What happened to him?
Oh man, I think he's.
We did.
Yeah, I think he's practice squad. Practice squad?
Did he make the squad? I'm not sure.
That's what Kenny's saying though. I think he went to practice squad because he didn't make the squad.
Yeah. Let me look this up.
So while you looking that up, bruh, we have, and I've looked at this after we made the final cuts, and I'm just like, we have no depth. I mean, none, literally, at all positions. You can go around and pick and choose which ones may have some depth, but really, we have no depth. After, like I said, when Ruggs went down, I was like, oh shit. There's who's okay? You bring in Aguilar. You lose Edwards.
It was guard.
Who do you have after Edwards?
It was
going back to guys from last year. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just to double back, it wasn't a tackle. It was the guard, John Simpson, who is injured right now. He is on the squad, and then I think going back to last year, the tackle might have been, was it Lester Cotton Jr.? in 2019.
I think so.
That we drafted.
I think so.
Yeah. And he was either released or he's practice squad right now. So, yeah. Sorry.
So we have no. So just what I said, we have no depth.
Yeah.
None. So that in order for this team to win 10 games, we're going to have to stay healthy, especially on offense. And the defense is going to have to play a bend but don't break defense. You know, I thought, okay, I've been screaming, rookies, let's go young. I saw it today. The DBs, they struggled a little bit. I mean, they played some good defense, but they struggled a little bit. You know, I don't know if it was the newness of the game or whatever. I like the physicalness of Arnett and Mullen. You know, he made plays when the plays, presented themselves. But, we still look like we need a veteran in that defensive backfield, somebody that's better than Eric Harris. And, Joyner he played pretty solid today, but is he the guy that's going to make these guys better? You know what I'm saying? Is he the veteran that can make the defensive backfield better? Because I didn't see that today. I saw Bridgewater be able to make some plays. Throwing the football, he was able to make plays. Like I said, the linebackers look good, but the defense as a whole can do a whole lot better. It can just be 2, 3, 4, 5 steps better than it was today. We almost lost the game.
Oh, for sure.
Eric Harris almost cost us the game today.
Yeah.
We're still a work in progress, in my opinion, on defense, especially on defense.
And regarding your comment with LaMarcus Joyner, I mean, he's got his hands full as it is. You got Isaiah Johnson, you got Trayvon Mullen, Amik Robertson, Damon Arnett, even Abram, who probably doesn't need mentorship, but he's in there. All these young bucks, Joyner's got his hands full. Do you even ask him to dip into that safety position and mentor those guys? And I like what Joyner did today in the slot. I don't ever want to see him in that backfield again. Harris, that was like you said, a bad angle, a really bad whiff. We talked about that earlier. Normally, I feel okay when the game is in front of Harris. It's when it gets behind him that I'm nervous. But today, after that play, that was a little uncharacteristic of Eric Harris. I won't say he's a lights out, he's not a pro bowler, but when the game's in front of him, I feel okay. Eric Harris is a good downhill player, but that was just a big whiff. Let's chalk it up to no preseason, maybe guys trying to get their legs underneath them. But yeah, that was no bueno. That was not a good look for that entire secondary. Let's go to your MVP, man. Who gets the MVP?
Oh,
I think this was fairly obvious, but maybe you throw us a curveball.
Easy. Josh Jacobs gets the MVP, obviously.
That's it.
25 carries, 120 yards?
Yeah. 90, I think like 95 yards and then 45 yards receiving on 4 catches. I believe it was a little
right. Okay. So total. Yeah. Right. But he's the MVP. So he's your best player on your offense
for sure
right now,
hands down.
Him and Ruggs. I'm not going to count Ruggs out. Ruggs looked really, really good, and I keep saying this. He came as billed, and of course I'm going to say this because I was the guy that said we would draft him in the first place. So obviously I was happy to see him be successful today, and I was happy to see Derek Carr unleash, go downfield, and he tested their defense, and I was proud of Carr to see that today, and I just hope we keep doing that. But if Ruggs is injured or if he got to sit out for a couple of games, it's gonna be tough, man. You cannot lose Ruggs or Josh Jacobs at this point. If you lose one, you're gonna struggle.
Huge.
You cannot lose either of those players. Those are your best 2 players on offense right now.
Because
with Waller, obviously Waller and Renfro, but I'm saying play making guys that's going to get you that play downfield or that play that's going to get you the first down. Those are the guys. I saw that today, and I was proud and happy to see that. So we'll see going forward.
Yeah.
But you got to play better against the Saints next week. The Saints ain't the Panthers,
bro.
So
because behind Ruggs, what do we got? Zay Jones, Nelson Aguilar. These guys paired with Brian Edwards, and I like Brian Edwards, but that's not a 1-2 that you can get behind right there. That's not a 1-2 that's going to scare anybody. That's going to bring us right back to the Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs offense, which we like both of those guys, but then you become one-dimensional, you become predictable, you start loading the box, and you saw what happened at the end of last season. There was just nowhere else to go. So we want to avoid pinning ourselves into that corner. Nurse Ruggs along, but hey, week 2, it's already upon us, and the Saints are coming to town. It's time to put some points up, Ruggs. This is going to be Ruggs' game. If there's ever a game, this is it. Ruggs showing out against the New Orleans Saints. This is going to be a back-and-forth clash. Ruggs, your time is now. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Saints defense is a whole lot better than the Panthers defense, bro.
By miles.
Just remember that. I mean, it's going to be a quarterback duel next week. Every game, to me, in my opinion, with the defense the way it is, young and still trying to learn how to play together, I feel like the offense has to carry this team. If we're going to win a whole bunch of games like we all expect, then it's going to be on the offense. You know, it's going to be on Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr. You know, it's going to be on those 3 players.
Yep.
Renfro, Renfro, honorable mention, because third and Renfro happened today, and I was like, third and Renfro, there we go. You know what I'm saying? So those guys, those 4 guys on offense have to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Without those guys, you're struggling. Because you know why I say that? Because Derek Carr he's not an interception throwing guy. He's not going to, and I used to say he was a gunslinger. Like, I thought in the beginning of his career, like, oh, he's a gunslinger. This motherfucker putting the ball in places where nobody else can catch it, and he's like stinging it. I don't know what happened. That's not happening right now. So I just feel like if those guys don't stay healthy, we pretty much fucked. Season pretty much over.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no depth. So
that's why I called us at 8-8, because I'm looking at the beginning of this schedule. It's going to take us. We're going to get the looks. They're going to get that experience, but I don't see later in the second half of the season, assuming they don't hit that rookie wall, we stack some wins together, maybe get out of this year 8-8. But you got Drew Brees, then you got Cam Newton, then you got Josh Allen, then you got Patrick Mahomes, then you got Tom Brady, and then you get a bit of a break with Baker Mayfield, and then the Chargers coming to town.
Cam Newton is back. Cam Newton is back. Cam Newton had a good game today.
He did.
The Josh McDaniels is using Cam Newton like he should be using him. So, and their defense always is good. The Patriots always got a good defense. Yeah. So that's not going to be an easy game. People say, oh, we can beat the Patriots because they got Cam Newton. Well, can you play better than their defense on offense? That's going to be a big point coming in. Tampa Bay, to me, looks like the next winnable game. They didn't look too good against, Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions today. That's un-Tom Brady-like. So,
did he really? He threw three picks, huh? I didn't even see that. Yeah.
Hey, you know what, though, man? The Saints' defense is underrated, bro. I think somebody in the chat even said that. And I don't understand how, because they've been one of the better defenses the last few seasons.
Yeah.
But there is, like, I guess people just focus on the Saints' offense, and they neglect the defense. Saints' defense is fucking legit, bro. That defense is legit. There's a reason why they've been one of the favorites going into the playoffs to win the Super Bowl, because their defense
is legit, bro.
Their defense is legit.
Allen, Tits Allen just doing his thing.
Hey, but listen, Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Hey, it's Tampa Bay. It's still Tampa Bay, bro. Like they're not. They got a whole bunch of receivers. Their running back is who now?
It's not Warwick Dunn's not walking through that door.
Warwick Dunn, Mike Allstott,
or Cadillac Williams ain't walking through that door.
Yeah. No, I forget who they picked up. Wait, they picked up Fournette.
They picked up Leonard.
They picked up Fournette, right? So they got a lot. They got some time to gel. So they're going to struggle a little bit, I think.
Well, we're going to be getting them right where they might be putting everything together. That's what I don't like.
So don't get overconfident.
Yeah.
And expect Tom Brady to be Tom Brady. At least Tom Brady that we've known of recent years, that's always figured out a way to beat us and make us look stupid.
Yeah.
But look, we got a chance against all these teams. I don't give a fuck what happened today.
I get it, bro. I get it. We got a chance, but if we don't play better on defense.
No, absolutely. But listen, man, this is the same scenario that everybody's in, okay? I don't think there was a whole lot of great defense played this week. Like, so far, like, let's go up and down the scores.
The Texans had some of the worst tackling I've ever seen in the NFL.
Absolutely.
I think it's all a part of not having off-season workouts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Would look pretty much fucked up on.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like this no preseason, these off-season workouts that were limited, the training, the off season that we were doing in the training camps, like all that shit was limited. And to me, that affects the defense way more than the offense, because the defense has to communicate. The defense has to be on the same page, and you can't learn that without being physical and without being like putting hands on motherfuckers to be the best defense that you can be. And they were very limited in that. They didn't get no preseason games to make contact.
While you saying that, bro, I was just watching the Rams and the Dallas game, and the defense for the Rams are. Yes, you're right, Chase.
But it's the same. But those motherfuckers haven't really changed a whole lot.
We're a work in progress. But if you are good on defense, you're going to just be good on defense. If you're just a good defense, Baltimore, the Rams, if your defense is just good, period, it don't need no off season.
No, I absolutely agree with you. But when you're a bad defense, as the Raiders have been for the last few seasons, and you're adding pieces to try to correct the problems that you have, you cannot expect an off season like we've had to solidify this defense. This defense has to have some time to gel. Like I said, 4 or 5 weeks in, we're going to see whether or not this defense is still a problem or if it's actually becoming what we expect it to be. That's really what I think. In terms of the teams that you're talking about, Baltimore, they're schooled the same way for the fucking years, bro. Their coaching staff hasn't changed. They have very minimal pieces moving in and out of that defense. They lose one guy, they replace him right away, they draft a new guy, and all that dude has to do is fall into fucking place. All he has to do is follow the lead of the fucking veterans, okay? Same thing with the fucking Rams. The Rams defense has been okay. Like, they were great a couple years ago. Last season was it was blah. They still have their main guys. Aaron Donald didn't go anywhere. They still have the pieces that make their fucking unit legit, right?
Same thing with the Saints.
Yeah. Same thing with the Saints. So the teams that have been at the top of the NFL, there shouldn't be a whole lot of change. This shit shouldn't have affected you because you guys have been working together for fucking years. Okay,
bro, look at the Chiefs.
Even the Patriots. You're right. The Patriots defense is still sparkling.
There you go.
You're right.
And look at the Chiefs, man. At both offense and defense. Thursday night, they look like they never left the stadium, bro.
But here's my thing. Here's another takeaway that you can also have is that if you're not seeing these guys like completely demolish teams and completely create gigantic gaps in terms of their gameplay against people early on, this is the team you're going to continue to see. So these guys that have been on this same squad, that are veterans, that know the fucking defensive scheme, that have been producing for this team, if they're not making any big moves early on in this season, you're going to see this for the remainder of the season as well, which also tells me we got a fucking shot. So if you're not seeing big blowouts by these defenses that have nothing but veterans and have had the same fucking coach for the last 3 seasons, I got to say we got a fucking shot because we're improving and you're just staying the same. You know what I mean? Like, give us we have an opportunity here. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, the Raiders got no shot against the Saints. The Saints are obviously we got to consider them a better team. We'd be fucking foolish and we'd be David Carr if we were saying that we're just going to go in and blow out the fucking Saints.
I love it.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
Great take. Great fucking take.
Here's
the
But we got a shot.
Yeah.
Here's the key to success for every unit on our team this year. Stay on the field, because we already talked about it. The depth is boo-boo. And when you're trying to gel and come together, you got to stay together. And injuries are a factor already on this squad, and that makes me nervous.
But that's hard when you ain't got no depth, though, bro. That's the thing.
Yep.
It's like players are playing. Like, I saw Jonathan Abram play a little bit softer today. I saw him play a little bit like he had a chance to wear this motherfucker out, and he kind of like almost missed the tackle.
Hey, he's trying to go to game 2, bro. He's trying to make some week 2.
He was making some business decisions out there.
Yeah,
but he played calculated into the ball. So you saw him turning and going with that good shoulder. Saw that on the hit on Bridgewater. You saw him turn up. So I agree with you. But 13 tackles is no joke. Abram still came to play. So bring the energy.
Came to play. But he just played a little bit different today.
He did.
Played a little bit different.
A little more savvy. A little more
veteran savvy. Somebody must have told him stop laying the wood. You know what I'm saying? We need you.
We need you for 16 weeks.
He could have laid the wood on that receiver, and he kind of. I was like, why didn't you fucking rip his neck off? Like, he missed him. Well, dude, that was your play of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was I'm back, nigga. Here I am. What's happening? And you just whiffed it. He didn't whiff it. He tackled him, but he could have did better. I was just like, come on, you trying to save them shoulders now.
He could have ended Bridgewater's career on that hit if he wanted to. He's a little early, but he could have laid the wood. But that hit on McCaffrey was church. That was the truth.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Kane, you gotta lay it on us, man. The Reggie Nelson trash can player of the week.
Oh shit! Back up the truck.
Well, I'm gonna give it to Eric Harris this week, man. You've been my MVP player when you played, in the game against the Colts last year. I gave you your props, so now I got to give you props on fucking up today.
Yeah.
So you were a liability today in defense. I thought Eric Harris was. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. Eric Harris, you my trash can player.
Yeah. There it is. Fair enough. Overall, though, pretty sound game against average team in a week 1 with no preseason. 4 quarters of football. I kept saying it. Going to keep saying it. 60 minutes of football. This team played from whistle to whistle, and they closed this game out. Shout out to Cleve Farrell.
Shout out.
For the big play of the game at the end there to seal it. But I'm not going to argue with that. I think solid MVP, solid trash can. I got no complaints.
Let me add one more thing. What I did notice different today that disappointed me a little bit is John Gruden's scripted 15 plays. We looked really good last year, really good on the first 15 plays. This year we went 3 and out. I was a little shocked, and I said to myself, rookies, Derek Carr and the rookies. This is going to be a struggle all year long. Rookies. And I'm big on Ruggs and I'm big on Edwards. Ruggs is not the problem because he obviously trusts Ruggs to death. Like, he probably was mad that he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? But Edwards is going to have to step it up and get some separation or get in Derek Carr's good graces or whatever. But that's what I saw. I saw a 3 and out when we didn't see one last year on probably any of the first series of any games last year. So those first 15 scripted plays today kind of disappointed me. So,
you know what? When I didn't see this week that I liked is our linebackers not ripping off chin straps, pointing the fingers at each other, throwing the hands up like, what the hell happened? Yeah. Linebacking crew played pretty tight this week, with the exception of a couple misses by Morrow, but Littleton and Kwiatkowski and big difference.
What was Morrow doing covering the tight end 20 yards down? Where was the safety? See, this is what I'm saying. Where is Eric Harris in that play? Mm-hmm. This is what I don't like. How did you leave Morrow to get a pass interference? He had no choice. What else was he supposed to do? Let him catch the ball and score a touchdown? Where were you, Eric? Mm-hmm. This is part of being a strong safety. So
Yeah, where was the blitz today?
I mean, I'm sorry, a free safety.
They brought a few. Brought a few blitzes, bro, but they didn't really get after the quarterback, and it goes back to what you said. It goes back to how much of the game plan was just keep McCaffrey contained.
Yeah,
right. Because I really think after you said that, I'm like thinking back at all the plays, and I'm thinking about the lack of pressure, the lack of blitzes, and I'm like, they know who's the one fucking dude that could really hurt you. Teddy Bridgewater was not that guy. Like, Teddy Bridgewater is the guy you want to have the ball in his hands for the majority of the game. Not because he's a fucking horrible quarterback.
Force him to make a play.
But because he's
100%.
not going to make something out of nothing. He's only going to manage the game, and he's going to take what you give him.
But that's our quarterback too, though, bro.
No, it is. It is absolutely. But you have our quarterback should have the leg up because he's been in this fucking offense for 3 seasons. Teddy Bridgewater has
plays like that.
Hey, Teddy Bridgewater has been in this fucking team on this team with this offense all of one off season, which was a fucked up off season. Okay, you put the hands in the ball of Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, Derek Carr, you have 3 seasons. You better fucking handle it. That's it.
Yeah,
you
it's
had
that
3
simple.
seasons and you had an off season with your receiver. Look, Derek Carr didn't make me pissed off today. So I'm not even going to talk
me
shit
neither.
about
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
He didn't make me pissed off. He didn't make me excited. He just was Derek Carr. He
didn't lose the game.
Was Alex Smith. He managed the game and we won. That's Alex Smith.
That's it. And listen, and you know what? As long as the rest of our fucking players are performing, that just might be all we need. Okay, I'm not this week.
Was that what KC needed to get better?
No, bro. But we're not talking about KC. We're not KC. Okay, we got to win this week. We got to win this week.
We're running this fucking system, bro.
We got to win this week. We got to win this week. We've already gone through our criticisms, Kane. We know what our criticisms have been. I'm not about to sit here and criticize on a win, okay?
I love you, my brother.
Hey.
And I love the battle.
No, I know. And I'm not trying to battle. I'm not trying to battle at all. I'm with you. I understand where you're coming from. You already know that. I've already said my piece more than once. But we got a W. Okay, so like beggars can't be choosers, son. Like we gotta take what we got. We got a W, and we gotta hope that this team starts to gel on offense even furthermore, and that we start to see more points scored, and that Derek Carr is behind a lot of those points. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. I'm not about to go down
1,000%.
I'm not about to go down that.
I think we all agree that Derek Carr is the reason we should be 10-6.
That's
if
what I'm saying.
We're not 10-6. Then we have to blame the quarterback.
Hey,
that's just my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. And anybody that feels differently is, entitled to their opinion, but, we're going to make fun of you.
Kane, brother, it's good hearing your voice again, man, especially after a W, man. Especially after a W.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what though, bro? It's gonna always be some criticism. Even the team. What bothers me about fans, and not us, because we all tight.
We keep it fucking real over here. The Pillage podcast keeps it real.
Other fans, they don't look at it like that. They don't look at like, oh, well, there's going to be this, there's going to be that, there's going to be this or that, or that effect is going to have an effect on this or that. They're just like, oh no, if you didn't have this, then it wasn't Derek Carr's fault. Whatever. Look, we're not talking about that. But my whole point is what I'm saying is right now, yes, this year in 2020, the offense has to be the team that wins football games. We're not going to depend on the defense to win a game. Not at least in these first 4 games. There's still a work in progress. You have 2 rookie cornerbacks. You got New and Littleton and Kwiatkowski. They might have worked together in camp. Great. That was good. Somebody else gaming you. You're going to have to figure out how to work together in that manner. And so going forward, the offense has to be dominant, and the defense is going to have to play bend but don't break football, and they're going to have to learn how to play that really fast because you got 6 teams that's coming up that can possibly score 30 points against you. Maybe not New England, but Buffalo and New Orleans, Tampa Bay. These teams can score upwards of 30 points. You saw it today. You saw it today, bros. The Carolina Panthers, who's 30 new players with a new quarterback, and all they have is Christian McCaffrey and some nobody-ass wide receivers, scored over some 20-some-odd points. Damn near 30 points against our defense. That's just a raggedy, garbage-ass team. You know what I'm saying? To me, that team will probably be 5-11, 6-10. I guarantee you at the end of the season. That Carolina team won't be shit. And if you let that team score that many points on the defense, then there's no other way to put it. This defense is a work in progress. Our offense has to be the carrier of this team. The reason why we win is going to have to be the offense, and that starts with your leader on offense, Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Was that better?
Absolutely.
No,
For
yeah.
everybody that's a Derek Carr fan, does that sound better for y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I think you set him straight, bro. Like, look, we go as far as Derek Carr takes us. That's it, right? That's all we can say, because he's the only veteran proven leader on this team. Everybody else has to follow suit. And it's always in the hands of the quarterback, man. Mm-hmm. And whether you like it or not.
But this is truly Derek's team. This is truly his team.
Absolutely.
So if this is your team, then you have to be the one that makes sure we win games. You're going to have to make plays. You're going to have to challenge John Gruden. There was a couple of plays that I saw Derek Carr run off the – matter of fact, when he called timeout and he ran back to the sideline, he put his hands up to John like, wait, slow the fuck down, dude. Like, this is what's going on. You're going to need to start doing more than that.
Yeah.
You're going to need to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? To be the winning quarterback of this team.
Hey, Gannon.
You're going to have to argue your offensive coordinator, period.
Watch some Gannon and take notes.
It's been proven. We've seen it. Rich Gannon said it on TV today. Not trying to cut y'all off or nothing, but I'm just saying, like this, this team will go as far as the quarterback can take us, no matter what nobody said.
And that's what we saw from Rich before. What we need to see from Carr is take the chances your coach is afraid to take, because the play calling in the first half this week was much better than the second half. We saw a lot more window dressing, a lot more misdirection, and the second half kind of went back to that Gruden shell, said let's just sit on this and chew the clock. And I like that, but it was way too close for that kind of a game plan, that kind of a strategy. So Kane on point as always, man, bringing it to us raw and uncut. Looking forward to Monday Night Football next week. You want to give us a way too early prediction for next week's game?
Next week's game is going to be a close one. It's going to, home field advantage is fucked up this year.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, totally fucked up. So it's an equal game in everybody's stadium. With that being said, if you're not better than the Saints, you're not going to beat them. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you better than the Saints?
No.
No, I don't think we can say that, man. That would be some homerisms going on in this studio if we just sat here and said we're better than the Saints. I mean, this is a team that's been in the playoffs how many seasons in a row, and we haven't seen the playoffs since 2016. So it just makes it's just obvious. Yeah. Okay, now
don't get embarrassed.
We sure hope that we can beat this team. I sure hope that they go out there and outplay this team, because that would be great for us as a fan base, man. Yeah. For us to see a win against the Saints.
Just don't get embarrassed out there. Keep it competitive, man. Give us a good game. Give us a good primetime football game, man. If we're gonna lose, let's lose a close one, man. Let's
absolutely.
Put some points on the board.
Are we all in agreement that we might lose this game next week?
I think we all got L's.
Because I'm a Raider fan.
No, I think we all got L's in our predictions, bro. I'm pretty sure that our predictions going in, we all had L for this game. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you, me, Bobby,
I
and
had an L. I think the first home game we win will be against the Bills.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure who had the one. Bobby has the one win. Bobby, Bobby's got that Bobby Hope, bro. Bob Hope. It's Bob Hope, bro. It's Bob Hope.
Yeah, Bob Hope next week. That's it. But we came prepared. We didn't catch an L. Pillaging Podcast going to get that W next week.
Yeah.
And Kane's a big part of that. Thanks for coming on the show again tonight, That's brother. Right. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, for sure, man. It's good talking to y'all, man. And I miss being on fucking Zoom. I wish we could have kept doing that. Hey, that shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do our studio thing, man, because we the Pillaging Podcast.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Once you make that relocation, you'll be a little bit closer. We'll get you back in studio on the regular.
Hell yeah.
And that's what we're looking for.
That's right. That's right. Hey, everybody keep their fingers crossed. You know what I mean? Because all I'm doing is waiting for the word, baby.
That's right.
That's it.
And it's coming, bro. It's coming. You know you got that. You never catch a nail. Kane, get some rest, brother. Love you, man. And talk to you soon.
Love you, dog.
Talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Wow, always great. Kane brought it tonight, man. He came.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Very sharp.
Hell yeah.
Hey, these phone calls are stacking up in a major way.
Get on those.
Yeah, we're going to get on them right now. And then we'll shoot the shit for a little bit after this. Well,
I'm going to hit the head real quick. Yeah. You get that first one in.
Yeah, I'm going to get some of these phone calls off. And as we get towards the end, I'll open the phone line. If you want to call in live, please do so. Shout out to Raider Rich. Raider Rich, very generous tonight. Thank you. He says Derek Carr needs to take advantage of them 9-man boxes. I know, and they said it during the broadcast. When you see him stacking the box, that makes quarterbacks salivate. So, a lot of play changes at the line, but nothing that netted anything real large. So, eyes on that moving forward. We're going to go to the 760. This is a familiar voice.
What's up, pillagers? Flop. It's been a long time. Fucking won. Today is a good day. Famous word to Ice Cube. What a game. Looked good. Defense looked alright. I don't got nothing to bitch about, which is probably the first time in a long time I haven't bitched about the Raiders team. Hope you guys are all doing well, being safe. I've been traveling, doing all kinds of dumb shit for this fucking job, and haven't been able to call. Still listen. Hope you all doing well. Let's go, Raiders. You guys have a good one. Peace.
You too, Wop, man. It's good to hear your voice again. Keep your head up, dog. I know you're a hard worker. Wop gets after it, man. Wop is a grinder. So thanks for calling in. Keep calling in, man. Regular season, we lean on you, bro. We lean on you every week. So I know you're busy, but you can fire off that phone call whenever. So please bang the phone, man. Get up in this inbox. I like seeing your number in here, dog. Let's go. It's another 760.
Hey, what's up, Pillaging family? It is C. John Fish down here in Oceanside.
C. John Fish sounding very clear and very lucid.
I'm not calling from the shower, and I'm not hammered yet because we had a morning game. So just wanted to call before I start sounding like I did on the last call. First of all, Trent Brown, does he need to be 380 pounds? Can someone buy him a Segway to keep his legs fresh and maybe get him an accountability roommate to...
He needs that Tony little gazelle trainer, bro. Not a Segway. He's just going to get fatter on that thing. But I agree with you. Just like Kane said, and I'm glad you reset this. Does he need to be 380? Look, I know I'm pushing 230 right now. I put on a lot of weight. And when I get that heavy, my lower body suffers. So even I feel it. I'm not an NFL player, but I feel it. I know that all those aches and pains, when I shed the weight, they disappear. It's not like I have back problems. No, bro, you got a fat problem. That's your problem. The problem's not on the back. It's in the front. All right, so...
Stop him from eating whole packs of chorizo and then chasing that with full packs of Edmonds cake and cake.
Chorizo.
It's getting ridiculous. But in the meantime, I guess prepare for the Brandon Parker show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how that movie ended the last couple times I saw it. And
it's a bad movie.
PJ Hall play cleanup for JJ Watt with those big hits at the end of the Chiefs game on fucking Thursday. I always liked the guy, but wish he would have played that hard for us. It's funny what going back home does. Anyways, love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and pillage on.
Yeah, great call there, Fish. I'm not going to respond any further because I feel like we did that throughout the call. But I do want to make a comment about the PJ Lonjas. You know what happened there? He got a wake-up call. and he saw the writing on the wall, because once that reputation that you're not coming in ready, you're not in shape, and you weren't prepared, and especially in an off season where it was all about self-reliability and self-responsibility, that reputation will stick with you as an NFL player, and you will be at home on the couch, just like what got you in this mess, eating a box of Twinkies every day. I love Twinkies, bro.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I actually like Chocodiles better, but I digress.
I like fucking gancitos, bro.
Those are bomb. I'm not gonna lie, but PJ got a wake up call. Maybe he got his shit together, but that was game one, man. Let's see if PJ's in it for the long haul. See what I did there?
The long haul.
The long haul. I was telling my lady about that. She was laughing, bro.
Let's see if he's in it for the long haul.
Yeah. So tacos for a loss is a real thing. Let's go out to the 559. This is a whopper of a call.
What's going on, my pillaging brothers? This is Central Valley Raider.
CVR.
Long time no talk.
Yeah.
Let me start off by saying very disappointed in today's victory. Something I shake the head like, what the hell? Let me just explain that.
No, hold on. Time out, because we ain't going to do that. This is a pillaging podcast where we shit on everything. So your call is more than welcome.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man.
My prediction is, and if he isn't, then we're going to have long-term problems. That if Gunther is not fired by midseason. Today, the defense that we played today, giving the Panthers a very young, inexperienced wide receiver, the only real weapon was McCaffrey, team an opportunity on 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. Man, what are we doing? What are we doing? We have to question ourselves. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe that's why they brought Coach D in from the Cowboys to have as a backup, that when they cut Gunther, they have that backup D-line coach. I don't know. Couple other things is offensively, very disappointed. We're still not scoring on 3rd down. We're still you know what? We argue so much and we talk about so much in all these podcasts that Carr didn't have these weapons and whatnot, right? Have we ever questioned that maybe Gruden has too many weapons? He gets so frustrated, and I say flustered and frustrated together. Don't let my beer, my IPA drinking trip nobody. I said frustrated that he doesn't know what to call because he doesn't know who to give the ball to.
Now, I'm going to pause right here because I don't think that's the truth. John Gruden has been in offenses with plenty of weapons in the past, and he did just fine with a balanced attack. Even today, 9 different wide receivers. But all you can do as a coach is call the plays. You can't get out there and execute them. We saw this last year because we kind of defended John Gruden a little bit last year. Do we want to see more excitement out of that? Yeah, but let's not get it twisted, man. Let's not get it twisted, man. This is John Gruden. This isn't what's his name from the Rams. This is not.
I don't know what the fuck that guy's name is.
Blanking.
He's not
right
my
now.
coach, bro.
I'm blanking right now. I don't know why.
Fucking Mr. Smooth over there, Slick Rick over there, bro.
Homelander,
whatever the fuck
bro.
his name is.
Homelander, who coaches the LA Rams. Shout out to the boys on Amazon Prime. This John Gruden, this is what he does. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
And we saw it last year. We were looking at the tape last year, and you had wide receivers in open spaces not getting targeted. The plays are in, man, and there's multiple plays. It all falls on your quarterback. So I agree with you, but this is what you get with John Gruden. I do, like I said earlier, I like the window dressing. I like the pre-snap motion. I like, there's going to be a lot of the same play calls, decorated differently and dressed up differently. And that's the brilliance of John Gruden, is his ability to disguise and use a little sleight of hand in what may look like a vanilla system. But, you guys were all excited for John Gruden to come back. And I'm here to tell you that there is nothing different going on in this offense than what we saw before. It is updated a little bit for 2020. He's been watching the game. But number one priority in the John Gruden offense is protect the ball and eat the clock. And that's the way it has been, and that's the way it will be. Okay? Sean McVay. Thank you, Danny Garcia. We're going to send you 3 more paintings because of that. And you're not wrong, Central Valley Raider. You're not wrong. I see where you're going with this, so I'm not blasting you at all. I don't want you to get frustrated with me.
Frustrated.
I see what you're saying, but John Gruden loves this. He loves licking his chops and seeing all these weapons. I don't think he's frustrated. I didn't have any problems with the situational play calling today so much as I did just that early deep shot. But again, that is John Gruden, and sometimes those early shots, they go big. We saw it with Rich Gannon. The team would always take a shot on that first drive, and sometimes it came up gangbusters, and sometimes it was zilch. Unfortunately, this time we couldn't convert the third down, and we're off the field, but it's in there. You're going to dial up these calls. Ruggs has put in bubble wrap in that second half. So let's see. Next week should be balls to the wall. All of us except Bob Hope have the L in our prediction column. But what I would like to see is put some points on the board. If we lose next week, Che, like 42-35, you're going to have some positive takeaways.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, for sure. Because we're talking about a defense that's still trying to gel with a lot of new pieces, a lot of moving pieces, right? And an offense that has added some weapons. So if you're seeing points on the board, you're seeing them compete with a team that has a longevity in the playoffs, of making the playoffs and being a contender and being considered one of the top 2, 3, 4 teams in the league.
Yeah.
You should feel good about that. You should feel good about your team playing close. Now, you start to feel differently if you're being blown out the whole fucking game and then you get some fucking last minute bullshit points in the fourth quarter when the game's already lost.
Yeah.
Right? If you see that, then yes, absolutely feel some kind of way. Absolutely be angry about it. But if this team goes toe to toe with them and falls a little short, there's a lot of positives to take away from that, man, for sure.
Now, if we get down by like 17 next week and this offense does not adjust and we keep handing the ball off, you're going to hear me blasting John Gruden on Monday night. So I'm not. So again, I'm going to let you continue. Kanye West over here. I'm going to let you continue. I'm going to let you talk. I don't think you're entirely wrong, but I think it's a little too early to be pulling that. We got the W today. They put, how many points on the board today? What was the final again?
You're talking about our game?
Yeah, today.
It was 34-30.
Yeah, so 34 points on the board. Let's pump the brakes on the offense. We rode the hot hand, and we didn't change what was working. But if next week it ain't working and we don't change, flamethrower time.
Yeah, yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just irritated with, we got so much elite speed, athleticism on the field, he might not know what to do. At the end of the day, it goes back to when I was coaching junior high, high school, JUCO football. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Central Valley Raiders out. I'm tired of bitching. Next week we got the Saints. These guys ain't no joke. So we better get together.
Hey.
Las Vegas Raiders. Ride till I die.
All right.
Out.
Thanks for calling in, Central Valley Raiders. It's been a long time.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, it's good to hear all these voices coming out the woodwork. We had WAP. We had C. John Fish, Central Valley Raider. It must be the regular season.
Oh, man, I missed WAP cost. God damn.
Yeah, it was short and sweet.
Hey, I miss WAP, man. We hadn't heard from WAP in a long, long time, man. WAP, I'm glad to hear that you left a voicemail, because that lets us know that you're doing all right, brother.
Yeah. So if you missed the call, Che, just want to let you know, Pillaging Podcast available wherever podcasts are found.
Hey, man, I'm the one that tunes in.
I know
I'm
you
the one
do.
that gives us extra listens. Don't come at me with that shit.
Che's got the click farm in his house. He's got 50 phones tuned into all the different services.
Every fucking device is listening to the Pillaging Podcast.
Randomizing his IP address every 15 minutes. Let's go out to the 626. What's good?
What's going on, guys? This is David, a.k.a. Straight Right Sports.
Oh, right on.
Okay.
Well, we escaped with the win today, but hey, a win is a win. I got 4 major issues with this game.
Okay.
The first is the defense as a whole, primarily the pass rush. Where is it?
Yeah.
So first, I think we did address that. And I think almost every fan around the league is probably saying the same things about their defense this week. Or at least half of them, right? Defenses, again, preseason, that's where the defense sharpens their sword. So let's keep it going.
Second, Trent Brown, who was MIA again. And I found it interesting that before the game, when the players were standing hand in hand, Trent was standing alone. It makes you think, is there some character issues going on?
He's got sweaty hands, bro. I mean, you're not 6'8", 380 and not have sweaty hands, bro. You know, that's all it does, bro.
Yeah, man. Nobody wants that juice on them, bro. Come on. That's gross.
3, the use of rugs in the second half. If the kid's hurt and you know you're not going to throw him the ball after a monster first half, then why not use Nelson and let the kid rest? 4, what the hell happened to Brian Edwards? Anyways, you better clean this up, because this shit ain't gonna fly against New Orleans. Love the podcast. Go Raiders.
Hey, we love you too.
Appreciate you, brother.
We love you too, David. Yeah, I mean, everyone's saying the same thing. New Orleans coming to town next week. Better get your shit together. The other thing, too, keep in mind, you know, John Gruden and all good head coaches, they play the long game. You're not going to show all your cards week one. Carolina's not a team that we needed to do that against. Hey, Jacobs is rolling. We're averaging, like 4 yards a carry or something like that. Hey, just keep it rolling. Let's keep some of these cards in the deck next week. Yeah. We got to have some twists and turns. So hopefully, right? Fingers crossed that's what's coming. So,
no, and you know what? Back to what I said earlier, too. The reason why you put Ruggs back out there is because he's already caught their attention, bro. You know, I know that, you know, it makes sense, oh, okay, go. If he can't really make plays, or if you're not going to go to him, then put somebody else out there that can make those plays.
Yeah.
But he already got their attention.
Yeah.
So they're banking on the fact that they're going to put eyes on him and they're going to be concerned about him, because if he's on the field, then he's got an opportunity to make plays.
Yeah.
Right? And so you use him as a decoy. Now, I don't know. How long do you let that decoy play, and how long before the defense says, okay, he's just out here to grab our attention and take it away from other players, right? That's something that the coach has to decide. I didn't really see it become a problem, because like we said, we scored 34 points. Man, we put some points on the board this week. It was good. We had a series that probably should have gone for a touchdown that got cut short late there in the game. But other than that, man, I mean, there's not a whole lot. There's not too much to complain about. The early series, that one series late in the game, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much the only thing that I can say. Our offense didn't look good on those series, man.
And they're not going to put this all on film in week one. And it's you know, if this game isn't as close, maybe they sit down Ruggs.
Yeah.
But it's a lot like a boxing match. You get hurt early. You get hurt. You get that cut on the left eye. Don't put the left hand over the eye. Start throwing that left hand.
Yeah.
Put that left hand out there. Don't let him know you're hurt. Lead with the left. Don't protect with the left. Throw it out there. You know what I mean? So that's what they did with Ruggs. Yeah, he wasn't burning it up, but he was out there. Maybe the kid wanted to play. Maybe the kid was begging to play in the locker room. In fact, it was kind of quiet. I didn't even see exactly the point that Ruggs came back. Do you know at which point Ruggs came back?
You know what? I think it was I think he was back in there right away in the second half, because he came out the first half, right? That injury kind of took place as the first half was ending.
Yeah.
So I think he came out immediately in that first series, and I was like, okay, he's back on the field. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
And I think immediately after that, because after the first half ended, I was like, what the fuck is Brian Edwards? Exactly what he said. I was like, what? How come he hasn't even gotten a look? Because they haven't thrown the ball his way once in the first half. And they immediately threw the ball to him. And then, lo and behold, that was the last time they threw the ball to him, right? But it's exactly that, right? It's put Ruggs out there, let him be a decoy, don't further injure him. But he has their attention. He's been one of our major weapons so far in the game. So put him out there. If he can run, if he can move, then it makes sense to get him out there and cause a distraction, allow Jacobs, Waller to get off on this defense.
And we don't know. It could have been Carr that lost trust in Ruggs.
It's true.
And not the play caller. So, but the one thing I'll say about ankle injuries, whether it's a sprain or a ligament tear, they all feel the same for the first 15 minutes. They all feel, you think the world's ending. And then 20 minutes later, you'll be like, actually, no, it's all right. Or you're getting wrapped up and iced. Yeah, all ankle injuries feel pretty bad.
Or you just tighten the fucking shoelace and you act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then when you fucking in the game and your shit fucking blows up, then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's worse than I thought.
But don't take the shoe off. That's a rookie mistake.
That's at the end of the game, bro. What you
Yeah.
got to do? You ain't going to sleep with the goddamn cleat on.
No, yeah. If you're going to play, keep that shoe on because this shit's going to blow up like a fucking watermelon, dog.
You go to the sideline, you tighten that fucking lace up. And
Yeah.
you say, this is probably going to swell up, so let me just keep moving until the end of the game.
Right. But good call, man. Good call outs. You could tell it's early in the season because we're optimistic.
Hell yeah.
When we start losing and you guys start getting hopeful for next year, we will get negative on schedule. I like to cool
There's
off.
a little negativity for your asses.
But it's good. Those are all valid call outs, man. Very, very valid concerns.
Hell yeah.
I always like to call out the Google transcripts when they do something funny. And so I haven't heard this call yet, but it opens with Candy Cane Bobby. It's Jay from Colorado. So shout out to Candy Cane Bobby. Más dulces por el Bobito. Candy Cane Bobby. Let's go.
Kenny, Kane, Jay, Bobby. It's Jay from.
Google transcripts just completely left your name out. Jay.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
I'm gonna have to
what
get
the
on.
Fuck Google transcripts. Bullshit, son.
I'm gonna have to get on the horns.
Bullshit. They don't know Spanish this way.
Yeah, I just said get on the horn like I'm 70 years old. Let's reset this. All right, so this is the 970.
Kenny, Kane, Jay, Bobby. It's Jay from Colorado. Just calling in after that big W.
Hell yeah.
Just had to watch the game while I was at work, so I was just catching bits and pieces here and there. Man, all in all, it seemed like the team was flying really well on offense. Obviously had some injuries and stuff that I'm hoping that the team can recover from very quickly. Otherwise, we're going to be kind of shallow, it seems like, for the season. You know, you never know. But all in all, it can go with a little less points scored on the defense, but I'll take a Raiders stopping them on fourth down for a win any day with that D. So, good to see the W. Good to call back in, you guys. Sorry it's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
Just whenever there's off-season stuff going on, I just don't really have much to say. I don't have any hot takes or nothing. But I don't know. Other than that, though, guys, go Raiders. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, great call.
Hey, thank you, brother.
On his call. Again, about the injuries, Trent Brown, lingering injury, so that's concerning. Sam Young with a groin, he's not coming back anytime soon. If Ruggs rolled the ankle, but he was back out there, I'm thinking that's not serious, because if it is, you're not walking around on that ankle.
Hell no.
But the biggest concern I have is with Nick, because they ruled him out for the game almost immediately.
Yeah.
And that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
If he's saying, I can't go, I can't go.
Well, you know what, though? When they panned over him on the sideline, and I was like, oh, shit, he's out of the game, he looked like he may have gotten concussed. He looked like he had a little bit of a headache, bro. He was kind of doing the wincy face. So, not that I'm hoping that he has a concussion, but that's something that we know with a little bit of time, maybe a week off, he could get back in there.
Yeah.
If it's something else, an arm, ligament, whatever, that joint, that's something different. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll have to see what comes out.
Absolutely. So let's go to our last message of the night. Then we'll open up the phone lines as we're wrapping up. So if you guys want to get in a call, do so before you hear that music. So last call of the night, we'll go to the 909.
Yo, what's up, Allegiant podcast? This is ISO Cali. I want to say thank you guys for the Mother's Day shout out. You guys are from my family.
Hey,
word.
Let's talk Raiders. Let's talk Raiders, Chad. Let's talk Raiders. The first thing that I like about the offense was Derek Carr. I'm always giving shit to Derek Carr, and he actually stepped up today.
There you go.
I like what I seen. He took control. He spread the ball.
Yeah.
To Ruggs. When Ruggs got hurt, spread the ball to started hitting Darren Waller. He started hitting Nelson Aguilar, Renfro. I like everything that I've seen on the offensive side. Josh Jacobs, rookie of the year. They sold it from him.
Yeah.
But he came out and made a statement, man. He came out and made a statement. On the defensive side of the ball, Eric Harris, he's still getting burned. Eric Harris is still getting burned. I think we need to improve in that area. Also, The defensive line needs to.
Let me defend Harris one last time. Harris was not burned on that play. Harris is right where he needed to be.
He just took a bad angle.
A little bit early and whiffed on the arm tackle. So, I mean, I guess I'm splitting hairs.
But, I mean, he get beat deep. He didn't get beat deep. So you could say that. You could say he was not burned. He took a bad angle in terms of him coming in for the tackle. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that led to a big play. But he was ahead of the play. Yeah. And that's what we want to see from our defenders. We don't want anybody chasing. We want people ahead of the play so they can come downhill and make a play on the ball.
There you go.
Push. Defensive line needs to push. Drew Brees, if we're going to even have a chance next week. But I did love the way we shut down McCaffrey. McCaffrey's hard to be stopped, but we did shut him down. That's one thing about our defense that I did see. Abram was flying out there, hitting people. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Thank you once again. I appreciate you guys. Be safe, man.
Appreciate you too, brother.
Yeah, be safe, man. Good to hear from you. Let's go ahead and turn off this call forwarding. So if you guys want to call in, 408-909-PJFF.
Hey.
That's PJFF. All right. So let me go back over to my notes here. First of all, I want to say shout out to everybody that's in the chat tonight. The chat is always robust, but today it is bursting at the seams. You guys are awesome. The calls that we got, huge, right?
Hell yeah.
A lot of
great calls.
A lot of people returning. I called you guys out last week. I said the regular season is about to start.
And lo and behold.
Right? So here you are, man. And we get it, man. I mean, we're over here sometimes scraping the barrel.
Hell yeah.
In the offseason. Like,
you hear me dissing fucking coach's wife's fucking face mask the other day.
Dude, right?
That was bottom of the barrel.
That was the bottom of the barrel. Well, leave it to me to take a shot at your wife.
And no hate, man. Hey, make some money. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
How's it feel being back in the crow's nest, bro?
Hey, man, this is wonderful, bro. Like, look. I said we're back home, man. This is where the show is at its best. Mm-hmm. This face to face. I know you guys. You know, you guys tuned in during this weird pandemic podcasting that we had going on. It's been 7 months, y'all, since we were in the studio.
That's over half a year, bro.
That's ridiculous amounts of time, bro. We're like, that was really more than half a fucking year that we haven't done a fucking podcast in the crow's nest. That's crazy. That's just crazy, man.
These last 7 months have been the longest 5 years of my life, bro.
Hey, man, it's caused some stress, and when your boys can be in the same room together, they're at their best. We just work a lot better off. You know, we complement each other a lot better, and that includes Bobby. That includes Kane. Anybody that's tuned into the Tailgate podcast from last season can see that we work well when we're all in the same area, when we're all next to each other, and we can kind of bounce what we're talking about off of each other. Zoom has given us the ability to continue to do the podcasting through this difficult time, but it's not the same. It's not the same. There's nothing like being next to your brother, saying some shit and knowing that he got it immediately, and then he could follow through with it, man. That's what we do. We like to have a good time, man. So the jokes, everything that comes natural when you guys see us in the same room together, like that comes from being in the same room together. You can't get that kind of chemistry without being in the studio, and I'm glad to be back. I'm happy to be back.
It's a timing offense, bro.
Hell yeah, that's how we work over here.
I'm happy
we put points on the board over here.
We put man boobs on camera.
Man boob.
And if you came to the tailgate, you now realize that the podcast never started and it never ended. It just always was, because when the mics go off, it's the same shit, bro.
That's facts.
Yeah, in fact, when we're hanging out, we rarely talk about the Raiders when we're just kicking it off air now, because we just got to save it for the show. All the good shit will be gone, and resetting jokes, it's just not as funny. Like Che, Kane, Bobby, they're going to laugh, but not as hard as they did the first time they heard it.
That's true.
And I can't hear you laugh, so then I think I bombed. So we got to keep it fresh. And lately we've been talking disc golf, and I got to apologize for last week wearing my disc golf hat on the Raiders podcast. So
yeah.
Anyways, we're out there banging chains, man.
Bang bang.
Not to say we never talk about the Raiders, but we're trying to bottle it for the show now.
Well, yeah, we try to keep all that energy for you guys because we know that that's important. And I think that's the biggest thing that Kenny's touching on is the first time you say something is the best reaction you get. So when you say something and then you try to like reset that take when you come back on air, like it's not the same. It's not the same. So we try to avoid Raider talk as much as possible, as at least when we're not talking about, production and, preparing for fucking
Preparation X,
Preparation H, Preparation W. When we're not preparing for the show, we try to talk about other things. And disc golf has been one of those things, man. Hey, we're out there chucking discs. Chucking discs.
Chuck it, disc golf.
Chuck it, disc golf.
I think also it's a testament to friendship. Like our friendship extends beyond this.
Oh, yeah.
I know I started talking to you because you wore a Raiders hat to a meeting one day.
Yeah.
And so
that was in the summer.
Yeah.
That's the only time that we can wear our like sports attire.
That's right.
Because, other than that, we get fucking called out for it.
And we were deep in the shit, cleaning everything out, moving stuff. So we bonded over that. But our friendship with Bobby, with you, with Kane,
absolutely,
it's multifaceted. So we have more to talk about. It's like, we're not doing the show. Hey, let's chop it up about this, because as much as we've gotten props for talking about food spots and all that shit on the air, we also get blasted. They're like, just get to the point. I think it was 2 weeks ago, someone commented 20 minutes in and still no Raiders talk. You know what? Fast forward, bro. Fast forward.
Hey, tune in the next fucking day then, dog. If the live show drags on too much for you, and we love to have you guys on air, like chatting it up so we can see what you want and see what you're talking about. But if it really bothers you, then tune into the edited version where you can fast forward and get past the things that you don't like about the show. We don't care, man. We're not going to be offended. It doesn't affect us. It doesn't make me feel bad, because I'm going to do what I do. Kenny's going to do what he does.
That's
Bobby's
right.
going to do what he does. Kane's going to do what he does. If you don't like that portion, move forward. Move forward.
I'll just tell you this right now. This is not a radio show. This is a podcast.
No. In living color. So Danny Dub says.
It's a podcast. I gave props to Raider Nation Radio.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut loose a little bit right now.
Cut loose.
We're several weeks into Raider Nation Radio.
Yeah.
And let me tell you right now, Raider Nation Radio, your programming schedule, you need to get that shit together, because I'll be tuning in.
Get it together.
And to listen to JT the Brick, and then you got some syndicated Fox Sports show.
Yeah.
I tuned in right after the game today. You were talking about the Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers.
Come on now.
And then the Raider shows you have on there are good. I like the personalities, but where's the hard takes? Where's the tough questions? I'm hearing softballs. I'm hearing safe takes.
Yeah.
Y'all are better than that. I've heard you on your podcasts.
Hey.
Everybody. The morning show you had on there, and I forget the two guys' names. Where the fuck is that? Yeah. I don't know if I got to be tuned in to the radio station, but I'm out here in California where I got to listen on TuneIn. So I'm getting Colin Cowherd in the morning. I could listen to Colin Cowherd on 5,000 different radio stations. I want to hear that Raiders talk. You know what I'm saying? And just give it to me all day long. You guys got the personalities. I'm not asking to be on there. The show ain't made for radio. The fans don't want to hear us cleaned up. You don't want to hear. You get a million freaking commercials. I get you got to pay the bills and all that. Fine. But give me that Raider talk, man. Give me that. We can only get on the air one day a week. So I say all that to say this. We do appreciate Raider Nation Radio. It is nice to have a flagship again.
Hell yeah.
Like a real flagship.
Hell yeah.
But I want more out of it. God damn it. It's a regular season. I want more. If it was bad, I wouldn't want any of it at all. So
there you go.
If anyone's listening to this and you're like, oh, Kenny's hating on, no, I'm not.
No, we just want more, man. We're Raider fans just like you.
We're
Raider fans just like you, man.
Yeah. We're glad you found us too, Danny Garcia. So glad you found the Pillaging Podcast. Shout out to you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Pillaging.
Hell yeah.
All right, looks like maybe the phone lines are going to stay quiet. People are like, well, they've said it all. We have said it all, and so have you. So I'm going to turn that off right now. And While I do that, Che, give some shout outs, man. Throw some shout outs.
Listen, man, I'm going to come off the cuff because, the bottom line is, we haven't been paying attention to the follows. At least I haven't been paying attention to the follows on social media lately.
No, me either.
I haven't, bro. I haven't. That's just the honest truth. But listen, shout out to everybody that's in the chat today, man. Look, I'm not going to get everybody, but Danny Dub's been live in the chat. Chevy Raider. Lizette's always there. Benny Hill, amen. Shout out to you. Danny Garcia, Shorty V, Raider Rich. A tribe called Quez is up in the chat. We haven't seen you in a while, bruh. ISO Kelly. You know what? We saw Gent. We've seen a lot of our favorites. Rue was up in there. Bobby Wasabi. Kane was in there before he got on air. Look, we appreciate every single one of y'all. And just because I didn't mention y'all, that doesn't mean that we don't appreciate you, man. We appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. Today's, we got some good views going on right now. And we hope to continue this. We know that we go as this team goes. We've seen it. When this team wins games, we also win in podcasting. This team loses, we can't find y'all motherfuckers. But we're going to keep putting this show out. And we appreciate all the donations that we've been getting, man. You guys don't understand how much that means to us. It keeps us going, not just in the sense that it gives us validation in terms of what we're doing, but it literally keeps us going. It's paying for our services. It pays for us to be able to get this show uploaded to you guys. And it allows us to do some of the things that we're trying to do in terms of giveaways and all that kind of stuff. That, we're not rich men over here, man. Like we ain't famous in any type of way. We don't have some trust fund that pays for us to be able to podcast. We are fucking hardworking fucking dudes with families and all that good stuff. And we're just trying to be here for you every single week and keep it real with you. Okay. We're never going to bullshit you guys. We're going to tell you how we feel. And sometimes you're gonna fucking like what we have to say. Sometimes you're gonna disagree with us. You might hate what we say. You might tune us off. You might say, "Ches on some bullshit today. I don't want to listen to him." You might cut us off. But as long as you come back next week, I'm all right. I'm all right with that, man. I'm all right with that. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. You guys are fucking awesome. And I'm just happy to be back home. This is home, bro. We're up in the crow's nest. And listen, the crow's nest is back to working, to operations, but listen, the crow's nest is going to get some upgrades, man. This money that's coming in, we're trying to upgrade the studio. We're hoping to give you guys some new looks. Hey, we got new looks, we got new team, we got new town. Like, why not make a new studio? We got to get some new looks up in the studio. That's something that we've always progressively done as this podcast has gone on. So we're hoping to give you that here in the very near future. Yeah. So look forward to that, man.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys wondering where all this money is going, normally we turn it around and we have something kind of fresh and new for you every few weeks. We're stacking it right now. It is just stacking right now because we got some big expenses for this coming up.
Real quick though, I got to put this on the screen. Is my lady and my baby girl.
Them berries.
There's some strawberries right now on this up in the Snapchat. This is the good night they just sent me. I'm not gonna play the video, but
that's cute.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. I did say I sent her a little text a little while ago. I said I love you. Give my baby a beso and tell her I love her. And this is what I appreciate. That. Thank you so much.
Las fresas.
Yeah. Las fresitas.
Let's do some shout outs for the donations.
Shout out.
Shout out to Danny Garcia.
Pillaging.
Hey. He says thank you very much. Shout out to Kevin Lurker.
Pillaging.
You sent some money in. We appreciate that too. Henry, big shout out, big generosity.
Pillaging.
Bow, 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 bow. Let's also give a big shout out to Mark Zamora, Mark Soto, Daryl Padilla, and Jalen Davenport. You guys are our subscribed donors. You guys hit that subscription button on PayPal.
Hell yeah.
And they're sending in, basically $1 show, $5 a month, $10 a month.
Hey, we appreciate
that. That stuff adds up. We got the Zoom subscription to pay for, the Libsyn subscription, all this stuff that we pay for.
And we're going to try to come at you in more avenues. Trust us, guys. We're trying to bring this show to you guys every which way we can. So look forward to that.
And we'd like to bring a pregame show back this year too. It may not happen every week, but it'd be cool to get the crew together, do a little pregame, watch the game together, and do the postgame. But we got worked it out with our schedule.
A little tailgate in the backyard, son. A little disc golf going off, some chains going off. Hey,
yeah. We may even have to just set up on the patio and keep it real.
That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do.
First, I got to clean all this ash off everything. Because man,
well, you might want to wait a few weeks. Bro. Fucking ash is not stopping.
Oh, let me get on my chair really quick because I got to shout out to a gent for making me this shirt right here. There's only two. There's only two in existence. There's a black one and a white one, and I got both of them. Let me show you. Hold on.
Show that
Put some man boob up on camera right now.
Put a little bit of man boob all up on them, son.
Let me know when it's in frame.
Let me see. I'll tell you. Ah, there it is. There. Move it up a little bit more. There you go. That's right. Swaggering boisterously. That's what we do. That's what we do. We live by the motto, yo. Listen. We live by the autumn wind.
That's it.
The autumn wind is what made this show possible. Okay, so if anybody who has a problem with us saying the shit that we say, blame the autumn wind.
And a big shout out to Bobby Wasabi for coming in here.
Hell yeah.
What was that? Thursday or no, it was Friday. It was Friday for coming in and help setting the studio back up.
Appreciate you,
getting
Bob.
everything running. So we're a team over here, man. Everybody does their thing. I think that's all I got, bro.
Hey, man, it's been a fucking good ass show.
It has been.
I don't think anyone's complaining right now. I think we getting what they wanted. We're all looking forward. We're all positive. We're all leaving this show chilled up and ready to go. New Orleans, bring that shit. Bring that shit.
Let's go. So that's it for this week's show. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Until next week, keep the wind in your sails and the rum in your mug and pillage on Raider Nation. This has been a production of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network. I'm Kenny Stapler, joined as always
by your boy Chick.
And we out here.
Peace.
Go Raiders.